Cyber gang, fire up the smoke, spark up the flame. Hold it in for 20 seconds, man. The crown on your chest like a vet. Pass it to your yellow bone center for Suzette. She's a keeper, $20,000 a week. Automatic debit card in a beaver, paprika. That's what I call that hoe. But she don't really know that though. Met her at the laundry, man. Across the street from the corner store, place my beard like a proud. Sleep, rain, or snow, I boss Mac, Mo Fatty, Mojo, Mo Chalupas, Mo Scratch attached. I'm not the baddest mooch in the facility. Hips kinda big, but her face kinda fatty. Man, she's a cold piece of work. Me and my partner Furious gonna put some miles on her.
I'm trying to take you down, down, down.
You're on the Virtual Entertainment Programming Network. TVEPN.com.
Handshake.
Wow.
Creepy.
That is pretty creepy.
It is.
Coming to you live from
The best way to do it is eye contact.
Reminds me of that movie Tusk. Ooh.
So I want to know. Yeah, I do want to know.
You want to know what that movie is?
Big slam.
Ladies and gentlemen, all we're doing was doing a little like fist pump, handshakes, have a good show. You too, bro. What the hell were you guys doing back there? Was it sort of like that?
Joe does this creepy handshake where he tucks in his thumb.
Wow.
But you gotta keep your eye contact. It's so funny.
It's
the
creepy.
reaction.
Somebody shakes your hand like that.
No, somebody did it to me.
Oh, wow.
I would have punched them in the face. I would have been like, get out of here.
What's it supposed to mean? With
It is a bizarre
Nothing. It's just supposed to
Nothing,
make you
just-
feel weird.
It's just
Yeah.
weird.
And how did you feel, Oscar?
Pretty weird. That's difficult to make me feel weird. Too.
Oh my goodness.
So tell me about this fine film.
Oh,
Tusk.
Tusk?
What's that about?
It's you ever see this
Oh, I
German-
heard about
Yeah,
that. Tusk.
Yeah. It's a movie. It's actually a very heartbreaking movie about this demented retired man and his writer, this podcaster, who wants to interview someone that has these interesting stories. So the guy poisons the podcaster, right? And basically starts transforming him into a walrus. It's pretty.
What?
That's right.
Yeah, it's pretty
Yeah.
hardcore.
It came out like earlier this year, right?
Walrus?
Last year. I
Last
believe,
year, yeah, 2014.
Kevin Smith, I believe.
That's right.
Oh, wow.
That's
Oh,
right.
really?
Yeah.
Huh.
There you go.
Yeah,
Put that
director-
on your
Director
viewing.
of Clerks.
Right?
Cute.
Yeah. No,
That was-
I like that.
That was
one of
his
my favorite
answer to
movies.
that bizarre film. What was it? The Human Centipede. That was his answer to that.
Okay.
Yeah.
There you go.
I was thinking about that.
There you go,
Yeah,
ladies and
Part
gentlemen.
3 is coming out pretty soon, in case you're interested.
Good God.
Of Centipede?
All right. Back on track.
Yeah.
We had a little discussion point with movies there featuring Oscar Benjamin, a.k.a. Compassionate Wolf. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Slam Show. I am the main man, Slam and Sam, and without further ado, I'd like to have everyone in the studio. Let's work away all the way around, not away, around the studio, starting with Joe Time.
Hey, I'm Joe Corzo from Joe Time Entertainment. Hello.
Oscar Benjamin, Compassionate Wolf Productions, photographer, writer, generally man about the town.
God damn it.
You got to top that, Cindy.
No, I don't. I'm Cindy, and I don't do anything remarkable.
And then just be awesome.
Sure, you're being humble.
Cool, cool. And our special guest in the house.
Prez Francisco, Prez Inc. _ I'm a hairstylist barber. Every person that sits in my chair are positively transformed.
Oh, man, you can't beat that.
Nice.
You cannot beat
nuts.
that. That deserves a round of applause.
That's excellent.
And since you
Nicely
are our
done.
special guest, you deserve that applause. Big time.
Thank
Oscar's
you.
been here many times, and that's why he just
Yeah,
rolled
nobody
right
cares
into
about
the
me.
intro and just started stepping all over everything. There's this movie called Tusk. You got to check it out. So, but yeah, welcome everyone. Thank you for tuning in. And I'm very excited with this program because we got a lot of good stuff to talk about. But on a very somber note, I like to dedicate the show to my good friend, Moses Lopez, a.k.a. Mo's Dog. He is a big supporter of everything that I do, whether it's all the Madden stuff back in the day, the podcast, fantasy football. He passed away at a very young age a few days ago. And the show I want to dedicate with all of our break songs to Mac Dre tracks because he's a big Mac Dre fan. And yeah, I'm gonna miss you, bro. It's really tough when someone that supported you from the very beginning, even before the whole Slam Show stuff.
Yeah.
He was involved with the Madden gaming scene when it wasn't even online. You're talking about 1999. So yeah, it's a tremendous loss to myself personally, but also to the community around. And yeah, it's real tough. Rest in peace, Mose Dog.
My condolences as well.
Thank you. So, as we always do, we like to have everyone do a recap of their past week and find out what good stuff has been happening. Joe, I know you did some San Francisco traveling. You went to the 48-hour sneak peek movie.
I was in San Jose.
In San Jose. I thought it was San Francisco.
Yeah.
My bad.
You're
San
all
Jose. So, yeah, you're going to talk about that. What else is going on with you?
Yeah, no, it was, I did this awesome thing. I was able to sleep. No,
I
Hold
want
the
to
phone.
yeah, sleep was good.
Go on.
How many
no, I'm just
hours?
kidding. Oh, a good 7. Good 7. Solid 7. But no. I had a great week just working and, just doing some stand-up. Actually, yeah, I did hit the 48-hour film project festival. I was in San Jose at the Camera 12 Cinema Theaters, I believe it was. Man, one of the greatest events I've had in a while. That was actually my first event to like a film festival type event.
Mm-hmm.
And got there really early, wanted to beat traffic and all that good stuff. Got there early, got to meet
Did you sneak in some food?
No, I should have.
You were hungry, huh?
No, I'm just kidding. I was good. I ate before.
What'd you eat?
I ate after, but I ate like some random stuff. It's not
Cheetos?
It doesn't matter,
Funyuns.
But yeah, no, was there. Got to talk to the producer of the event for the San Jose 48-hour film festival because there's multiple ones happening.
Yeah, different cities.
And then there was different groups, so we're on group B for that night, and it was like Group A was I think the other night or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But the reason was that Group B was for our last guest, Lawrence. He actually was doing one of his films was on there, so shout out to him. He had Sandstorm, awesome short film. It actually is picked up on the 48-hour to be judged, so they could be go to the next festival.
He gets an applause for that.
The next festival, and it's ultimately Cannes. So I think you guys could join that. It'll be on my Facebook. I was going to put a link on there as well. They also wanted me to plug because I got to meet some awesome people, part of his team. He has an open house that's happening at Aloni's school in Fremont.
There you go.
Yeah, it's Wednesday, September 2nd, 2015.
You could raise it. There you go.
I'm reading it. I can't you know what I'm saying? Right there. Boom.
We're doing something
sure
for
you
you,
can.
Lawrence.
Yeah. So Ohlone Community College Broadcasting Department, and they're having an open house. Just come out. And if for more information on that for you future broadcasters and filmers,
Man, you came prepared.
you go under Veggert, VEGGERT,
Mhm.
at ohlone.edu.
Awesome.
Yeah, and just talk to Veronica, and she'll help you out with all that good stuff. But again, it's September 2nd, and I'll be there checking it out. Definitely want to be around that vibe. And it was really cool to see all the other films that were on there, just to see the quality of films that could be done in 48 hours. And I was able to talk to other directors and producers of those other films that I thought were really awesome. Emailed them, got a lot of responses back. So
You're like, film me.
nah,
I want a part.
not necessarily. A little more subtle. But, I'm excited. A lot of projects coming my way. So that's going to be cool to break into what I was ultimately passionate about, which is acting. And then going on to my next passion.
Which is adult
Oh, yeah,
films.
and Matt Abaya was there. Matt Abaya was there.
Yes, he's in the chat room.
actually a
He's
part of
loving
the- he was a part of the production as well.
He's typing in Showtime.
Yeah, I got to meet a lot of his family as well. And, and like Lawrence's family, they have a great support system. And, yeah, looking forward to working with them very soon. And, we got, like, some nice things coming up I'm excited to, be a part of. And, and then also on
No babies?
Saturday night, no babies.
Oh, babies this week.
No.
Man.
You got to know the story about this place. Every
Story.
weekend.
But I got
Always.
to hang out with my nieces and nephews, though.
Yeah.
It was cool this week.
Yeah. There's
Yeah.
always a birthday party or a birth every week. Yeah.
Or a wedding.
Or wedding, yeah.
Cool.
But not this week, my God.
Celebrating, man.
Yeah, shoot, you
That's what happens with big families.
got to fill up that empty well, man. Showing up.
And then, no, it's Saturday. I was actually in San Francisco, so you did see me in San Francisco. I was in San Francisco at the Brainwash Cafe with the Godfather of comedy, Tony Sparks, the nasty host. Very hilarious.
Oh,
cat.
yeah.
He was on.
He's freaking crazy.
Yeah, a lot of great comics were on that show, and then they had a band close it out. Forgot their name. It was like Blue Buddha or something like that.
Blue Buddha.
Yeah, he was good. He was really good.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It was like a full band or one guy?
No, one guy, a guitarist and a drummer.
Okay.
I guess that's a full band, right?
Somewhat.
Good enough.
I don't know.
Yeah.
And but speaking of full bands, I was able to see one of my best friends. His dad actually just started playing. Got back in his band. He actually had an accident where he's going through recovery and all that good stuff, and he was back on, playing the guitar, singing. Man, it was crazy. It was good. I'd never seen him in action before, but he was in his element. He was having a good time, and yeah, it was good to see him back. So shout out to my Uncle Bill. Yeah,
Uncle Bill.
Uncle Bill Davis.
William.
But yeah, no, it was cool, man. It was chill. And then, yeah, what else is going on? Sunday.
And you slept again.
Got to sleep again.
This time
barely.
7.5 hours.
Settle
Yeah.
down, man.
Oh,
Amazing.
I did. I signed up for some awesome acting classes, man.
There you go.
Yeah.
You're getting the acting bug. What the
Yeah.
hell is
Well, I've always had the acting bug.
what
It's
the
just,
fuck, Joe? Slow
it
down.
just fired right back up once. Yeah,
Once you went to these events, huh?
these events and just
got the acting bug.
the commercials and being
The
around
acting
all these
plague.
actors, man. And then started making friends with like all these actors. Started seeing them get their SAG cards, and yeah, randomly seeing an actor at the film project, but he wasn't a part of the film project. He was just like some random civilian.
Yeah, just
And
chilling.
he texted me. He was like, "Hey man, just saw you." I was like, "Bro, it's the same guy that I met from the commercial that I did." And I was like, "Oh wow," you know what I mean? So there's a lot of
Nice.
synchronicities happening. So yeah, definitely going down the right path, and I'm excited for what my future has in store
There you go.
in that field. But yeah, stand-up comedy is still my love as well, and football is my love. So shout out to my Niners, man, doing their thing. And
There you go.
welcome to the team, Jared.
Yeah. He solidified his spot. That's
Yeah,
for sure.
that was
no
awesome.
doubt. It's our team. Not
Our team.
yours. Not just
Our
yours.
team.
There
Yeah.
you go.
Shout out to Sitting in that awesome shirt.
That's right. We're going to have our Niner gear
Oh yeah.
as the season
One more
develops.
shout out to so a few episodes back we had Cammy on.
Yes.
Keller, and she was on here. She won on her event in 3 classes. I remember I said that last weekend.
Correct.
But she also was actually invited to do nationals.
Yes.
So congratulations to her. She's actually had a GoFundMe going on.
That's
right now.
right. That's right.
You can
So-
check her link on her page. That's Cammy Kami Pellerin Pellerin. Or you can even find her on Instagram, which is KAM Pellerin Pellerin. Support the cause. And yeah, just check out her story on there. You'll see exactly what you're donating to. I mean, a lot of people are donating towards people's ill health or all these things and or deaths. I mean, why not support somebody's dream? And yeah, so
Well said.
Yeah.
Thank you, Joe.
Busy guy.
Very
Wow.
busy. You're going to have to top that, Compassionate Wolf.
I might be able to top it.
There you go.
We'll see.
All right. How you doing?
Very good. Thank you for asking.
Well, thank you for coming on the program.
Always my pleasure.
You came really early. I was
Yes.
still in the shower. Caught me with my pants down, but it's okay because it's you.
That's right.
You get a pass.
He's got his
Thanks.
camera and everything.
Exactly. He shot
I
me
saw
from
it.
walking out
That
and
was
everything. So how was your past week and
Well,
weekend?
Great. Speaking of actors and motion pictures and what have you, I'm fresh basically off the premiere for a motion picture I've been working with for about 2 years now.
Nice.
And the movie's been in production for 3 years, actually. Six Gun Savior, we finally had our premiere in Los Angeles, and very successful. I mean, I'm very proud of the motion picture. I'm proud of my part, and we'll probably discuss a little bit later. I don't want to get into too much of it right now, but it was I shot the red carpet stuff, and also interesting enough, I'm a production member of the motion picture.
Oh, okay.
Behind the scenes photographer too.
Yeah.
So it's
You're credited.
yeah, I'm credited. Yeah, it was a thrilling
You see the
moment,
credits. That's
so.
my name. Everyone sit down. Wait till my name comes up.
So Six Gun Savior will probably be they're shopping out for a distributor right now, so I'll keep everybody up to date when it's
It goes on Netflix.
released. They're actually
Hulu.
they're getting a theatrical release, trying to.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's a supernatural western. So it's got death. It's got the devil.
Does it have sex?
It's got demons and no sex. Sorry. It's actually surprising enough, interesting enough. When I was shooting the motion picture behind the scenes, there was a lot more gore that I witnessed than I actually shot.
Right.
And they decided to go more of a family-friendly route, which was interesting. It really worked really well.
So this is PG or?
Yeah, PG.
Okay. I apologize because I thought it was just a rated NC-17 or something.
It could have easily been a rated R motion picture. I mean,
Right.
It was an amazing. I shot a lot of stuff that they decided to.
So this gory PG movie.
What's the gore is actually toned down extremely now.
Right.
So I mean.
Oh, okay. They shifted from being extra gory to.
I think the producers probably said, "Hey, we got more of a family audience here."
Yeah.
Possibly, and I think that was a good decision because it really works well now as a family family motion picture. So
yeah, and it opens up a much more wider viewership.
yeah, it's got I have a long history with it. I'll probably discuss it a little bit later. I mean, it started off with an interview that I had of some of the actors in the film. So then I made a pitch later on. Hey, do you have a behind-the-sscenes photographer? And that's how that basically started for me.
There you
You
go.
always have to make a pitch.
There you go.
You
Just
always,
muscled your way into it.
for lack of a better word, but I want to thank some people, of course. Larry Ziff, Lorraine Ziff, Matthew Ziff. This family really believes in me, and they really give me a lot of opportunities. So I have to say they're part of the production staff, and they're wonderful people. So the Ziffs are a great family. So they're associated with the film also.
Cool.
So
Nice.
that's my weekend in
In a nutshell.
Yeah, hanging out with the LA scene as I usually love doing all the time.
Oh, well, we're going to break down that on your interview segment.
Yeah,
anyways.
we'll talk about that.
You're just trying to leave the little meaty stuff for later.
Yeah, I don't want to. I want to leave it as a tease.
There you go. There you go. Tease us. Cool. Right on, Oscar.
Well, thanks.
Captain Fantastic. Tasket.
Casket.
Well, let's see. Sunday, went theater hopping.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yes, you went to go see Straight Outta Compton.
I did. I paid for that one though.
Oh.
Just saying.
What are you trying to say there?
Nothing. I know this is gonna shock you guys, but my formative years weren't influenced by gangster rap, so I was kind of watching this from a different set of eyes from the friends I have out here that are like DJs or people that grew up in Pittsburgh, and I thought it was an incredibly well-made movie, really well-made movie. See, I didn't know these stories, I didn't grow up knowing this. I was definitely well aware of the shit show that was Los Angeles in that time, but not from that angle. And what I really liked about it was that there was no heroes and there was no villains, because everybody had their moments where they did something where you were rooting for them, and then the next scene you're like, this person's a piece of shit, So everybody was very human. There was no heroes. There was no glorifying anybody. There was no...
Yeah, everyone was flawed.
Yeah, everybody was flawed, and I like that they did that because it made it feel more realistic to somebody like me who doesn't know how it went down.
Yeah.
So it definitely worth seeing if you haven't seen it yet. They're saying
seeing it on Wednesday.
They're saying it could be the dark horse for the Oscars.
What do you
at
think?
Least getting a nod. I think it should at least get some nominations. At the very, very least, get up there at that table.
Wow.
I think so.
Mighty high praise there, Cindy, because
Yeah.
you are a stickler when it comes to your viewing time and so
Yeah.
forth. And for you to give it like such a high praise, it had to be
Nice.
quality.
I
Definitely
actually have
worth
an
seeing.
interesting Easy-E story to probably talk about later on.
Okay.
Oh, please do.
I knew him.
Please
Yeah.
do.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So
I gotta make a note of that on your
Yeah.
interview. Easy.
So the movie I hopped into was called American Ultra, which total change of gears, but it's very quirky, very different, pretty violent, but like in a comic kind of way, not like gross
Or serious.
Yeah. So I mean, when that one comes out, definitely see that because it's different, and I like that a lot. It's got
When
like,
it comes out.
or I mean like. If you want to go see it in the theater, like, I'm not gonna stop you. But I mean, movies are expensive.
That's
you know,
true.
you save your movie ticket budget for like the epics.
So let me
You know?
let me get this. You watched straight out of Compton, and you snuck into this other movie, right?
Yes.
Okay.
You
There you
should-
go.
Should never admit those things.
With
She said hopping. She said movie hopping.
Yeah.
Isn't that what movie hopping
you
means?
could've-
Should have said you were invited by the studios to see more than one film.
That's it.
There
That
you
was
go.
it. That was it.
That's a given,
We're media. That's
Given.
why.
right? We're media.
Exactly.
And then let's see. Then I went to Hooters
Yeah.
because I haven't been there in a while. And
I don't know why I rooted that.
right,
Like,
There's
yeah.
Hooters
yeah.
That's Joe's favorite place. He lives
Nah.
there. Yeah.
in
I
Pittsburgh.
love the wings.
No,
there.
over in San Bruno.
Oh.
Joe took home a pair of the shorts. He went to the house. He
Yeah,
went to the
Oh, I heard
shorts.
stories about those shorts, man.
Oh, with the
Maybe.
stockings. Man.
Yeah. And then it was Bobby socks.
Little,
yeah.
yeah, little Bobby stuff. That's hella fun.
That's what Joe wears around the house.
With a hula hoop.
So how was the food over there?
Yeah, better than I had expected. Because the times that I'd been to Hooters before,
Questionable.
yeah, I'm like, what is this? I mean, I
Crappy,
could have
Horrible water.
I could have defrosted something
So
at
I'm-
home.
I'm
you know,
interested. What inspired you to go to Hooters by chance?
It was
What-
still open.
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
it was,
No other
it was
reason?
Sunday, and since it was like a mall shopping
Walking
area,
distance, boom, right
Okay.
there.
Oh, you were at
Um,
San Fran?
Yeah, so like all the
Mhm.
stuff there closes early on Sundays,
Yeah.
but since it was like a standalone restaurant, it was
Okay.
open. So
What'd you get?
let's
Wings?
see. Yeah, barbecue wings, fried pickles.
Fried
yeah.
pickles.
Yeah,
you go.
So good.
Bear pickle.
Wow.
Literally.
I've been to Hooters in a long time. Last time I went was at San Francisco one.
Really?
And
Off
it's
of
not even
Fisherman's
there
Wharf?
anymore.
Yeah.
It's not even there anymore.
It's been closed. Yeah.
What about the In-N-Out? Is In-N-Out still there?
I don't think so.
I haven't been there in a while.
I haven't been there in a while either. Last time I went crabbing
Oh, yeah.
out there, and that was the only thing open late at night
Oh,
afterwards.
at Bodine's?
No, out on like Hyde Street
Oh,
Pier
yeah,
out
yeah.
that way.
Sorry, went off
Man.
on a tangent.
Yeah. No, it's okay. It's like not much you can do on a Sunday night in Frisco late. That's for sure.
Right?
Get your ass
I was
home.
So stinking early. Man.
Take that, Bart.
Yeah, exactly.
That's cool.
It gets hella cold. It kicks you out.
Yeah, it kicks you out. You're right.
Yeah, it's like, get out of here. It's
Time
cold.
to go home,
Yeah.
Flatlander. You know,
Exactly.
fuck out of here.
It's a beautiful day, and all of a sudden at night just kicks you out.
That's awesome. Anything else?
No, that's pretty much
There-
it. Here
there
I
you
am.
There you go. San Bruno outing. I'll go into the little San Bruno outing on my portion. Prez, how are you?
I'm great. Thank you.
Welcome to the program.
Thank you.
I'm just admiring your vibe right now. It's just so cool. You got the tats going. You got the branding cap. It's just awesome. How was your weekend?
Well, yesterday I went to do barber battle
Oh, wow.
in Antioch. So I battled with all these barbers. And I would say there were about 5 women there,
Mm-hmm.
and the rest were guys.
How many guys?
I don't know, because there were so many categories.
Mhm.
You know, probably like over 20
Okay.
guys. But it's
Wow.
mostly like, it was pretty cool. It was cool.
Awesome.
It was actually my second barber battle.
Okay.
Yeah.
How'd you do?
I didn't place, but my goal was to do better than I did the first day, the first one,
Mm-hmm.
because the first one I totally sucked.
I'll start somewhere.
Yeah, it was good because
Can
I
only
ca-
go up.
It is because because I'm a hairstylist. I'm not really a barber,
Yeah.
and so I know a lot about hair. So my first barb battle was like, I got this. I'm good, whatever, right? So when I did it, I totally froze. I couldn't get in my zone.
Mm-hmm.
When I was doing my lines, I actually made my model's head bleed.
Oh, wow.
It was really bad. But, it wasn't that bad. But, 'cause
That
I
was-
was
Were
nervous.
you
Yeah, I
using
was
straight
nervous.
razor?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because, you have to do designs. So I did the freestyle battle.
Oh, wow.
And freestyle is pretty much anything goes. So if you see all these guys with designs in their head, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I do. And besides doing long hair, of course, and color. So I got really nervous. I just couldn't focus. And usually I use a razor to clean the lines.
Mm-hmm.
So it started bleeding. And I was like, oh,
So you had a little bit of stage fright then.
I did.
Oh.
It's
I
okay.
did. But it was good.
Yeah.
I learned from it. So yesterday it was better. I was just like, okay, my goal is to do better, and that was it.
There you
I
go.
wasn't, and just to have fun, And I have another one coming up next week
Mm-hmm.
in Modesto. So,
If you ever need a model, man, The cat.
Yeah, definitely. If you want me to do designs,
Oh, designs?
Love- yeah.
Can we do it on the
try
air?
it
Do you
out.
have your
We'll try it out.
Right? It's hair. It grows
Yeah, it
back.
grows back.
You
I'm
can
not
shut
sure.
it
Do you
off,
have your
know?
stuff
I'm
with
down.
you?
no, if I would have, yeah, I could have started.
Oh man.
Oh.
You know, just some lines.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be big, but just yeah, I'll do it.
I'll take the ruby rose.
Yeah. So that's what I did this weekend.
That's awesome. Yeah. Well, definitely, it's going to be a upward benefit for you because you're just going to just keep getting better. And
you.
when we do your interview segment later on in the program, you're going to break it all down. What this whole competitive barber thing is going
Yeah.
because I'm excited to hear about it.
Cool.
Yeah.
Not many people know about barber battles. It's actually pretty cool. They play hip hop music.
Wow.
I didn't till
Yeah.
today, but it made
Nice.
sense.
Yeah.
So they have-
It's pretty raw. I mean, like, it's really different than going to a hair show.
Mm-hmm.
And barber battles it's a lot of people of color, you know, and they
course.
just really do it. And their goal is really to become more of an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
And that's what I love about it.
That's awesome. Cool. Yeah. I can't wait. I can't wait till later on in the program. You're going to break it down. Everyone's going to be like, now that's what barber battling is. Cool.
Yeah, it's on.
Cool. All right. I'll close out the recap of the weekend. On Wednesday, this past Wednesday, it was volunteer night for the TVEPN crew. Thank you for all you guys that came out and had a good effort there. On Friday was my DJ debut over at the Church Ward Pub over in Alameda. Props out to the owner, Joe, co-owner Lisa, DJ Dave Stevens. You guys took care of me. It was an incredible venue. A+, one of the very best venues I've ever DJ'd in. And I've DJ'd in hundreds of them. So yeah, Church Ward Pub in Alameda. If I'm there again, make sure you make it because it's a one-of-a-kind establishment.
I actually think I did a reunion there once at that place.
Really?
Yeah. I
Okay.
know the place. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
When I'm there again, you're coming to shoot.
All right.
Field trip.
Exactly. Another field trip. Saturday, I did a private event over at Ziofredo's in Vallejo. And on Sunday, going back to what you were saying, Cindy, you were in San Bruno. Well, myself and Matt Abaya was in San Bruno. We were doing a cosplay photo shoot for Shadow Hunters of Jason Doobie's brand, and we had a lot of fun. Can't really show any samples of the photos because it has to go through the whole submission process, but I could tell you this, it is off the hook. Yeah, and it's very rockish, if you know what I mean, Mr. Johnson.
Are you naked?
Slightly.
He said Mr. Johnson. So you're talking about, like, Dwayne Johnson?
Thank you. There you go. There you go.
That's like Rocky.
Photoshopped
Yeah.
his face on the rock.
Not quite,
No,
Cindy.
no.
Not quite.
Talk about the Samoan.
So you guys, stay tuned for all that's coming when I decide to put out the sneak peeks. So check
You
that
smell what
out.
he's cooking.
Exactly. Smell it. All right, last week we'll do a quick recap on our guests, and we had a big plate full of guests. We had the champ from Niner Empire Radio in the house. We also had Lawrence, the director,
Hello.
to talk about all of his efforts, as Joe Time before mentioned, the 48-hour
Film project.
And Deshaun, the wellness consultant,
Yeah.
which he brought in his massage table.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
Perez, Oscar, and did massages for everyone.
Talk about transformative.
Yes. Yes. So, yeah, it was a great show. Let's go down the list with Joe and Cindy. Joe, how'd you like your massage?
Oh, it was awesome, man. It was nothing like I've ever had. I don't really get massages, but yeah, it was a trip. Like, allowing
Don't lie.
somebody to, really, play with your energy like that, because he wasn't just doing
The
muscle
standard
work.
massage,
Yeah,
yeah.
he wasn't doing muscle work. He was also doing energy work, and just already understanding what he was talking about through the interview, and then actually going through it, and then really trusting in that process and not resisting it. Actually worked out. It was awesome. I mean, I felt like a whole new person after. And then we didn't get the music like Sid, though. Although she got like the clearing music or whatever. I was like, oh, okay. I'm getting you guys' little background conversation. That's what I'm getting. And then he's all, twerking my leg and my hips, and But yeah, it was a trip, and it was cool because that Tuesday, that week before, I was just doing like that football workout. So my
It was
back
much
was kind of
needed.
tight and my legs were kind of tight, and so he was just like opening me up. I was like, oh shit, I got to get me one of these.
There you go.
And then, yeah, like he was really cool, man. I had a lot of questions about a lot of things, like the meditation stuff. So he was able to enlighten me a little bit on that. And yeah, just really liked his spirit and like his story.
Yeah.
I mean, how he ended up where he was at, starting from like this foundation of martial arts, and then coming from me. I love martial arts and everything that revolves around it. And for him to like take his whole life and make that his basis of his life. That's just awesome, just to be in the presence of someone like that. And it's not necessarily a fighter, because most people are martial arts and they're fighters, and they tell you about that. He's in a whole different side of martial arts.
Yeah.
Whole thing, like just the body work he's talking about with healing, and then the philosophies he was going through, and then also being a part of American Ninja, which is an awesome fucking event. If you never watched it before, just see it there, like, I think I could do that.
They make it look so easy,
They
huh?
make it look so easy.
I'm like, I would drop it. Right
Scaling
there.
walls and jumping. Yeah, it's crazy. And so he was cool, man. Shout out to Deshaun, and then also with Lawrence, man. Always a pleasure having him on the show.
Absolutely.
I mean, I really was able to grasp a lot more of who he was as a director, and seeing his efforts in Sandstorm and what he was able to put together within 48 hours, and then knowing the things that, because they did like a Q&A after, and then hearing the story of how there was a certain delay in the whole shooting of the film, that they had to like change a few things, you know what I mean, and shorten it up, but to still make it quality and not let that hiccup really hinder the film and what he wanted to do and put his essence into it. So that was cool, man. Just having him on here is always inspiration to me as a entertainment aspiring entertainer, and then seeing the industry and hearing the feedback he was able to give me on and off the camera. It's really cool, especially to have him on the horn now, to be able to ask these awesome questions. And then the champ is in the building, so it's always cool to have him here, and just the connection he has with Lawrence as well is like resonates with me on the acting side as him for the
art
comic side. Yeah, so really shout out to everybody that was in the studio. A really good show.
Cool.
It's gonna transcend into this show. Looking forward to it.
There you go. There you go. Good recap, Cindy.
Gosh.
You're like, I just echo everything he just said.
No, I mean, it was kind of like a smorgasbord. We had so much variety. But at the same time, everybody was really connected. Like, I really liked seeing the champ tap into his artist side.
Yeah.
With Lawrence taking him under his wing. Because, I mean, you think about what he's lived before, with, like, the rap scene and the, all these tough guys. And, yeah. And what if he said to any of those guys, like, I want to draw? Like, I just feel like he's probably felt like he couldn't express that up until now.
Yeah.
And he's good.
Yeah, I
he's
saw
good.
It. You saw it too? That was
He's
dope.
so hard on
That
himself.
was really good.
And he's actually good.
Yeah.
So, hey, keep it up. It was really cool to meet Deshaun. It's always refreshing when we bring in people like that.
And you getting the
That's
music
not a
during
wo-
your massage?
Right? I said, I got music.
Did he play that for us? Or did he make his own music?
Yeah, it was off his phone.
Yeah. Yeah. So he wanted to do it.
Set the tone.
I guess so. No, he's really good at what he does.
Yeah.
I recommend it if you want to try something different from what you're used to at like Massage Envy or places like that. It's worth a try. Anytime we bring in people like that, I always have an open mind, hear them out, see what they're about. I don't delve into that world the way a lot of people do, but I'm always interested to hear what they have to say and how it works for them. And, I'm always willing to try and listen.
That's right.
So
How'd you feel?
I think he did a really good job. I would definitely go back for like a full session just to, see what that's like.
Yeah.
I think it'd be worth going.
There you go.
But I'm just not very familiar with what all that stuff means and how it works. And
I don't think you have to. Like, it's just you allow, and then it's like, I don't understand half the things that was happening too. And then all of a sudden it just felt different. I was like, wow.
But you got music, and that's
Yeah.
all that matters. Joe didn't.
So was he like doing stuff with energy and stuff?
yeah,
Yeah.
he practices Tui Na,
Twain, I was
which
trying to
is
remember what it was.
like ancient Chinese medicine,
Cool.
is the discipline that he's in. So
Modality. That was like the word of the
explaining how
day.
that works to us about in terms of massage, like moving parts of energy within the body rather than like physically needing parts of your, that's like sending and releasing, and it's hard for me to explain. 'Cause I'm not that
You just
smart.
have to contact him and find out more.
I'd be interested in his number. Yeah.
There you go.
Well, it's interesting because we're all energy, really.
Yes.
And everything around us is energy, and so I teach people how to bend spoon.
There you go. Really
With your
bend
energy.
spoons. Yeah.
And
Can you
just
show us later?
connecting into that. Yeah, if you
Wow.
have some spoon, where it's just connecting into that energy source, and then where you can actually twist the spoon easily and effortlessly.
Wow.
By opening up the molecules.
Okay. All
So,
right.
yeah.
Right
Can
there.
you walk on fire also? Or?
I actually did that.
Oh, that's
wow,
dope.
Yeah.
amazing.
I walked. That was actually one of my goals was to walk on hot coals.
Nice.
And
That rhymes.
it was amazing.
Wow,
Sure
Perez.
it was.
You're scaring the shit out of me right now. You got some powers. I like it.
We all
Yeah.
have powers,
You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
We just have to tap into it. And
Exactly.
just to
I
add
like
on,
totals.
just to add on to Deshaun's efforts, he also explained that a lot of these regular massage therapists, they're out of the business in 3 years because they mess up their wrists
Yeah.
so bad. So what he's doing is actually, as you were saying, Perez, focusing on the energy element versus all the physicality of it,
Yeah.
where it could wear you down.
Exactly.
No, nice. Oh, cool recap, Cindy. So if you guys missed that episode, be sure to check it out over at theslamshow.tv or theslamshow.com for that full replay. All right, we're going to go ahead and take a quick commercial break and be back with our first interview with Compassionate Wolf, celebrity photographer, podcaster.
Compassionate wolf.
Yes, and he is also a Renaissance man. That's for sure. Stay tuned here on The Slam Show.
If you're suffering from chronic pain, migraine headaches, or any other health issues, it might be your back telling you it's time for an adjustment. Come check out the New Health Chiropractic Center in Concord. We restore the curvatures of the spine to bring you back to good health and wellness. Our specialists will provide a full examination and x-rays for free. Just mention The Slam Show. Call now for an appointment at 925-759-9722 or online at thenewhealthcc.com. In order to transform your health, you have to try something new. The New Health Chiropractic Center.
Weekends you want to spend with family, friends, doing stuff that you love. You don't want to spend weekends looking for a new car, burning through weekend after weekend on the hunt. Instead, you got to check TrueCar and the TrueCar mobile app. In 5 minutes, TrueCar's app not only lets you build the car that you want, it tells you what others paid for it and lets you lock in guaranteed savings, usually over $3,000 less than MSRP. So get your weekends back at the car you want without stressing over overpaying. Save time, save money, and never overpay. Download the TrueCar app today.
What are you doing?
I'm turning this hedge into a dolphin-shaped topiary.
But this house isn't yours. In fact, I just showed it to you.
Oh, I'm gonna buy it.
Softly confident.
Well, I am an excellent candidate for a home loan. I pulled an 809 FICO score at Experian.com, so getting a mortgage is merely a formality. What do you think I should do with this other hedge? A giraffe?
Get your credit swagger on. Become a member of Experian Credit Tracker and find out your FICO score powered by Experian. FICO scores are used in 90% of credit decisions.
I'm a mid-century architectural wonder. A house made entirely of glass. So you can imagine my fright when giant pieces of hail started falling from the sky. Did I mention I'm made entirely of glass? Everyone was running here, running there, trying to get out of the house. But what am I to do? I am the house.
Your house can't protect itself. That's why the Geico Insurance Agency helps make it easy to switch and save on homeowners insurance. You could save even more when you combine your homeowners with an existing auto insurance policy. Call Geico, go to geico.com, or visit your local office.
Are you living with pain? So was Lisa, a brave Marine wounded in Iraq.
After surviving an explosion, I was on horrible painkillers. I tried 1 hour pain relief, and now I'm pain-free all day without dangerous side effects. And it works in less than 1 hour.
Try it free for 1 week and pay only the shipping with no automatic shipments. Call 800-500-1810 right now or visit onehourpainrelief.com. That's 800-500-1810. 800-500-1810.
Who did you let down today? If you're drinking too much or doing too many drugs, you probably let a whole bunch of people down. And I bet you're not sleeping very well either. Well, we can help you at the Detox Hotline. Let us be your recovery concierge. And don't think this is just another treatment ad. I promise you, we are different. We'll put you in a luxury-like getaway where our painless detox process will fix your addiction problem. And in no time at all, you'll get your life and your sleep back. Painless Detox is here, and our recovery concierge service will work with your insurance company to maximize your coverage. We are different. Let us help you break your addiction to drugs and alcohol before it's too late. Take 5 minutes of your time and call right now. I promise it will change your life. 800-885-2600. 800-885-2600.
Geico Motorcycle presents Reflections from the Road.
Let me tell you, the road is a much more relaxing place since I switched to Geico Motorcycle Insurance and started saving money. With that taken care of, now I can think about deep, important things. Like how come it's a pair of pants when there's only one of them? A real brain teaser. But hey, at least saving money with Geico Motorcycle is as easy as pie. What does that mean anyway?
Geico Motorcycle Insurance. See how much you could save.
Do you need working capital for your business? Don't wait months for the bank approval. Get the cash you need today at businessloanstoday.com. Even if you've been turned down from a local bank, at businessloanstoday.com, we provide alternative financing to retailers, restaurants, hotels, contractors, auto mechanics, and hundreds of other businesses. Unlike banks, our unique financing services are flexible, with repayment plans tailored to meet your needs. There's no collateral required, and loans are not based on your personal credit score. The only requirement is that you've been in business at least 1 year and have sales of over $20,000 per month. Getting the cash your business needs is easy. Just fill out our simple application and we'll customize your financing to fit your needs. Then, within 24 hours after approval, your funds are available up to $250,000. Thousands of business owners are turning to alternative financing instead of standard banks. The application only takes a few minutes, so call Business Loans today at 800-669-9801 and see what you qualify for. That's 800-669-9801. 800-669-9801.
One more.
Welcome back to the Slam Show. Oscar, what are you babbling over there about?
He's saying he's gonna
No,
say
it's
it again.
amusing whenever I hear those kind of commercials. They have to say the phone number at least 3 times. So.
It's excessive to you or something?
No, it's very amusing. It's entertaining.
That's how it gets in your memory.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I do that on voicemails.
Do you?
If I want to have, I'll add like 4th time. And again, if you didn't get that, it's nobody would know. Then I just keep going over and over.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. I guess when you repeat
One more
it,
time.
Because it says
Yeah.
leave a detailed message. I'll go into the details.
then you say it really slow. Each digit. That's too much. Welcome back, guys. And this is our first exclusive interview with our guests. And yeah, I have a little. Shout out to DJ Arsky out of Vegas. He is.
I saw you.
Yeah, you're being naughty there, Arsky, but hey, you're doing big things, and thank you for tuning in to the program. All right, let's go ahead and have a little slideshow clip of our first guest, and he's been everywhere in Hollywood and throughout California, possibly around the world.
There's a number of places.
He is a celebrity photographer. He's also a podcaster of his program called The Hour with the Compassionate Wolf.
The Hour of the Compassionate Wolf.
Of the Compassionate Wolf. Thank you for correcting me.
No problem.
And what he does, he actually plays a selection of great soundtrack music and instrumentals from various shows and movies and so forth.
Mm-hmm.
And how long have you been doing that program?
Actually, 5 years now.
Gosh.
Yeah, amazing.
Longer than us.
Yeah.
What the hell, man? How doing? And he is actually a very good friend of mine, and he's come
Thank
through
you.
on numerous occasions, and he's been a very big supporter of the Slam Show and TVA. EPN.com. Let's have a big round of applause for Oscar Benjamin, everyone.
Thank you very much. You are too kind. Thank you.
Every photo, you're just smiling your ass off.
Because I'm genuinely having a good time. That's why.
But
I've never understood why there's these other photographers have these sour looks on their faces. Like
but
that.
there is a certain story you told me is that when you don't smile, it just takes away from your
exactly
your funness, and it's almost like intimidating to some.
Yes, and that's a different side of me, and that's something actually I use to my advantage a lot of times. Where, you have a certain look, or you go into a certain place, that look will open up the door for you because it's intimidating and also
you're putting damn fear in people.
Yeah, commanding, and also there's a bit of authority to that look where people just say, "Hey, this guy belongs here," and they don't question you. In fact, I worked with the governor of the California too. I mean, amazingly enough.
That's
I
right.
mean, Jerry Brown. I mean, without going into details, I actually covered one of his political whistle stops, and without getting into too much details, I had easy access to him, basically, which I found very easy to do. I mean, and I won't get into details how I did it or anything.
They just have to up their security, right?
I would recommend it, yes.
Well, see, that's the thing about you, Oscar. You have this aura.
Thank you.
And whether you have accredited passes to
Yes.
get into these events or not, once you're there, they're like recognizing, like, hey, that guy is important.
Exactly.
That guy has to be in here. Let him in.
And actually, it's a good technique for anybody going for job interviews or you're making a pitch. You have that look, and that helps with the pitch because you're a serious gentleman, and you could actually get your point across easier with that look. And you break it up with a smile every once in a while, but it's that combination of the smile and that serious look, and you could literally almost sell anything. So.
And every time you've been on the show, you're always neatly fit.
Well, thank you.
Every single time, never lacking.
Came in here sharp, bro. Like,
thank you. Well, it's part of my belief that wherever you go, you could make that connection, you could network, and part of that connection is that first impression.
Yes.
So, and that's always very important. That's why I consider myself, from my other photographer, without criticizing him too much, most photographers I know are pretty,
sloppy.
Yeah, ill-dressed and everything else. And I don't know if they don't take a pride in their appearance or they say, hey, I'm just a photographer behind the scenes. Why should I, worry about my appearance?
That's probably it.
You should worry about your appearance because you may get your next gig. And who's going to get the next gig is the guy that's, obviously professional appearing,
Yeah,
Like I have this great story of Ian Somerhalder. You know who he is, by chance?
No.
Okay, he's the star of Vampire Diaries. Okay.
Yeah, I've heard of that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, he's a pretty well-known CW actor. I mean, he's got a huge fan following. I mean, he's a very well-paid actor, charismatic actor. So I was photographing him on the red carpet at Comic-Con, I believe, at Entertainment Weekly, the party they shoot at Comic-Con. If you have to do one party as a photographer, Entertainment Weekly party is the party to shoot. And that's the best party there. But that besides the fact is Ian Somerhalder was walking the line, right? So he suddenly just kind of looks at me, stops everything. He says, hey, can I talk to you for a minute? And he stops everything. I want everybody to stop shooting, right? So they came up to me. I got to tell you, you're the best dressed photographer I've ever seen in my entire life. And
Wow.
And it's an honor being photographed by you. And I was thinking, wow, thank you.
That's awesome.
And then all the other photographers were kind of pissed at me.
Fucking hating on your ass. Like,
yeah, exactly.
Well, they shouldn't have worn sweatpants to a red carpet.
Yeah, exactly. They should work on their perfume a little bit too on the red carpet. So
yeah, I'm sure the hygiene goes way down with them, right?
Yeah, unfortunately, a lot of times hygiene is not a strong suit.
But see, you have the advantage.
I think so.
I mean, you got it.
Just showering.
Yeah, I can't. The whole point is I'm not anybody's nephew in the business or anything like that. So I have to blaze my own trail. So
Exactly.
I'm using whatever I can use, I'm using it. So
There you go.
basically, I can't depend on anybody else to give me a gig. I'm the person who has to get that gig for myself.
That's
You're
right.
just gonna have to put on deodorant.
Exactly.
So level that playing field.
So Cindy was bringing up the whole Straight Outta Compton thing, and you're about to say something about your experience with Eazy-E.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I hear this.
I started off in photography. I started off as a concert photographer, covering concerts and what have you. And back in those days, I started off literally as a kind of a guerrilla photographer where I sneak my equipment in and run to the stage, shoot a bunch of shots, until I get caught and thrown out by security or whatever happened to me. It happened to me a couple of times. I mean, I started off back in I would say early to mid, I would say the early 80s, the mid 80s, where I covered people like Psychedelic Furs. I mean, everybody, those guys. So then a little bit later on, I started making my contacts, and I was an accredited photographer. And I started covering this event that was called the Players Ball, right? And yeah. Anybody knows what the Players Ball is? Okay. It was back then. It was called the Players and Pimps Ball.
Yeah, that's where Don Juan would show up.
Exactly. Yeah. That's his thing,
with the
right?
pimp cup.
Yeah, exactly. So anyway, it was in Oakland for the longest time, right in downtown Oakland, and back in those days, it was Eazy-E would show up, and number of other well-known rappers, and it was a fun event.
Mhm.
Amazing thing about it, there's actual pimps that go to these things.
Mhm.
This is the legit.
Shocking.
This is real. Yeah. Well, it was shocking initially because I thought it was more of a play on words. There's
Costume
gonna be
party.
no pimps here.
Yeah.
But there's pimps. There's actual pimps. So Eazy-E was there with his entourage and everything else, and interesting enough, he was, contrary to popular image or whatever image he actually conveyed, this was an intelligent, soft-spoken man. This is a very civilized gentleman. Every time I talked to him, he was a very cool guy. I mean, it was just interesting because the image that people create for their, brand and the person they actually are may be two different things, of course. And he was definitely two different things there. So he was an amazing guy, and it was heartbreaking when he actually died because we had a nice connection going on, and I have a lot of pictures of him over the years.
You guys exchanged numbers and
You
everything?
should post that.
Well, no, we
picture.
never exchanged numbers, but he know who I was, and we talk and everything else. I posted one or two of them, I think, actually.
I guess I'll just have to creep on your
Well, by all
Facebook.
means. Yeah, he was there, but I found him to be an intelligent, articulate man. With actually, he had this great vision for himself in the future, and it's very sad that he didn't realize that.
Mhm.
He wanted to actually get into acting a little bit.
Right.
That's what he was telling me. So.
Wow.
So, I mean, it was tragic. Tragically enough, he never, of course, seen that. So.
Wow.
But it was made for him. A film was made of him. So.
Yes, of course. Yeah, I haven't seen the movie yet, so.
You haven't?
I haven't. No, I've been
Wow.
busy. Sorry.
Well, I'm going to have to give you a link. Oh, excuse me.
A screener copy.
Yeah. So, yeah. How many years has it been since you've been on the show?
How many years? How many years since I've been on this show?
Like a year, right?
It's been about a year. I
Yeah.
think. Yeah, it hasn't been that long. Has
No, it hasn't. It
No.
hasn't. It just seems like it because.
What have I done since then? A
Yeah.
lot.
Well, let's get into it. You did some stuff with Breanne Davis and so forth.
Yeah,
Go
I
into
have,
that.
I have this great relationship now with Michael and Jennifer Bean. Michael Bean, of course, has starred in Aliens.
Mhm.
And he also starred in Tombstone. And he's a very talented actor.
And
it's-
Terminator.
Yeah, exactly.
That's right.
Of course, Reese.
Yes, yes. Does everyone now? Everyone's like, okay, I know who Michael Bean is.
Yeah, he's got a beautiful wife, Jennifer Bean, right? Bean, I should say.
Mhm.
And she was in The Crow and a number of other motion pictures.
Correct.
So there's this dynamic husband and wife duo that created their own production company. So I met them in the year, let's see, what year was it? 2011,
Mhm.
because Michael had just directed his first motion picture called The Victim. And I was there to review it, and I got to do an interview of them. I called up their people, and we arranged an interview. And from that moment on, we had this great connection. So I kept kind of pestering over the years, hey, well, next movie you do, I need to be your behind-the-scenes photographer. They said, okay. So it took about 2 or 3 years of pestering, and I finally
Like
started
about
doing
36 phone calls, right?
Squeaky wheel gets the grease, man.
Hey, you should always ask and never give up.
Yeah.
So, I mean.
Because they're busy. You got to
Yeah.
keep following up.
Yeah.
It's
and
not
you-
intentional that
and
they're
it's
ignoring you.
And don't think you're a pest. I mean, what's the worst thing a person's going to say is no.
Right.
And then you're back to where you started anyway, so you've really lost nothing.
There you go.
So the whole point is you need to go through with your interest, however slight it may be.
Exactly.
So I started doing a lot of their movies, right? And there's this one interesting movie with Breanne Davis as one of their friends, and she's this very well-known actress.
Mhm.
His second film was this movie called Psychophonia, which is kind of like a bizarre, kind of like a hybrid of a slasher film crossed with Videodrome. So
That's a hell of a mix.
yeah, it is a hell of a mix. And I was a behind-the-scenes photographer on that. I was there for a number of days, but I was invited to be an actor, right, on the motion picture. And
Wow.
I told her right off the bat, I am not an actor. I never had any desire to be an actor.
I would have
but-
just jumped on
No,
that.
I did jump on it.
Okay,
But
okay.
I wanted to tell her, I wanted to give her the proper thing to
Well,
say.
heads up.
Yeah, a heads up that I'm not an actor.
Yeah.
You're probably going to get an amateurish performance off of me. So, but luckily it wasn't
A speaking role?
Yeah, it wasn't a dialogue role. It was,
Right.
But this is going to be very funny, and it might shock you, and, I'm glad you're sitting down. There is, let's see, to put it delicately, there's this orgy scene in the motion picture. right?
Okay.
Yeah. It's a scene where there's guys and girls and everybody's getting into it, right?
Mhm.
Mask and the whole thing. It's Think of
like
that Tom Cruise movie.
Eyes Wide Shut.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So it's
Think
like
of-
that.
It's like that, exactly.
Okay.
It's a tight quarter place. So then,
So don't tell me you got naked.
no.
Okay.
It's even funnier than that, actually. Gets your point of view, actually.
I'm trying to
But
get this image in my head
yeah.
going. We all are.
So there's this actor, very well-known actor in Sacramento. His name is Harold Whitson, right?
Mhm.
So he was down there. He was down there also. He met Jennifer around the same time I did at the screening of The Victim.
Mhm.
So Brianne takes me aside. Oh, we want in this scene. I thought, okay, well, I'm gonna be with some girls or something hanging out in the scene. Pretty cool, right? He says, in this scene, I want you and Harold to kind of like make out with each other. I'm like, oh, nice.
And the method actor that
exactly.
you are, you went out balls out,
I
right?
said, okay, let's do it.
Why
Whatever.
not?
Balls
so
out.
then,
Balls in.
Yeah. So Harold was the passive, and I was the aggressive.
Ooh, there you go, taking charge.
Exactly. So it was pretty funny because we had to basically kind of the scene was the camera was a close up on us, and we had to kind of caress each other's chests and everything else.
Mhm.
It was
That
pretty. It
sounds
was pretty
steamy.
tame,
How was it for you?
That was fine. Didn't do anything for me, actually.
It's a box to check, but meh.
Yeah, exactly. It makes for a fascinating experience, and I'm glad it happened. And I'm curious to see how much of that scene is going to be in the motion picture.
Yeah.
It was there filming it for quite a while. Like, okay, we had to do another take.
And they're probably used like a fraction of a second.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
They'll
how it
probably
goes.
shoot an eighth of a second, probably.
And
But
it's a done deal.
it'll be another non-screen credit, and as well as being a photographer for the motion.
You can't beat
picture.
that.
So, yeah,
It's beautiful.
Because it's all about credits in the industry. So the
Yeah.
more credits you have, the more work you get.
Started learning that.
Yeah, you gotta always fight. for your
Sometimes you just have to make out with a dude.
Yeah, sometimes.
Got to take one for the team.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, hey, it's acting, so.
There you go. Well, great story there, Oscar.
Well, thank you.
Let's have
There's more to come.
I know there is. I know there is. But we only have a 1 hour show.
Oh, I know, of course.
All right, we're going to have all the guests and co-hosts go ahead and ask you questions, starting with Joe Time. Take it away.
Yeah,
Right, sir.
I mean, first of all, it's awesome that you have like this awesome life. That's
Well,
one.
thank you.
And yeah, just the stories you're able to share is really.
It's a lot of hustle, believe me.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
So the question was basically, I mean, I know you started from just kind of sneaking into places,
Yeah,
getting
exactly.
because you knew what kind of shots you could take
Exactly.
and to capture that certain moment.
Basically, I was doing all the sneaking in because not only did I want to cover the concerts, but I wanted to, have something to show when I make my job pitch. I said, okay, I've got to have something to show these people. I can't take something from the rafters.
Yeah.
A close-up shot, which implies I was Prez. I was an accredited photographer.
Yeah.
So it was a game of illusions I was playing. Actually.
Yeah.
So.
You ever watch Nightcrawler with?
Oh yeah, I've seen that. Yeah, Jake Gyllenhaal.
Yeah,
good
really
movie.
Really good film.
Good movie, but that's the type of photographer I don't.
I know, I understand. So my question was like, so is there anything that you did like a one you really wanted to capture a certain event, and you had to really just do like some crazy stuff to get there? Like, can you
Like Mission Impossible.
Yeah, like some kind of
like get butt naked and crawl under a wall.
or like an event that it was very exclusive. You had to like hop over a fence, dress up like one of the waiters type thing.
Yeah, actually, I do have a story like that. There was the movie Terminator 2, which ironically enough, of course, it was at one time it was being filmed in Fremont, California, right? And
What scenes?
It was a scene, the
Anaheim,
helicopter scenes, where the T1000,
The
T1000
Yeah.
jumped on the helicopter and his head bashed.
Yeah.
Yeah, that scene was in Fremont in this industrial section.
That's right. Off the
So-
freeway.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So I got wind of the exact location.
Mhm.
I thought, okay, I've got to sneak in this set somehow. So I did what I thought was a pretty intelligent thing to do. You put your car pretty far away, you just walk on the set, right?
Mhm.
So I casually walked on the set with the attitude and everything else. And
Did you have all your camera and everything?
No,
all that
actually, I
stuff?
didn't. I was trying to go in there to
Case the place.
I was trying to go in there to case and pitch, so I was going to try to make some contacts with the assistant director and what have you, because I knew it was second unit work. So
Yeah.
I didn't have any aspirations or any illusions that I would see Arnold
Or
running
James
around.
Cameron or anything.
Yeah, I didn't think so. I said it's second unit, but it's still a connection. So I snuck on the set, and I successfully snuck on the set, and So I started blending in with the crowd. I started acting like I was doing things. Right? I moved a couple of things, and it was pretty funny.
Let me move this cone over here.
Yeah, exactly. Well, so I had that attitude I was actually working on there. I even went through the.
How was your heart? Was it?
I know I was fine.
Okay.
Initially, it was pretty nerve-wracking, but then I got into it. It was fun. I played the role so much that I actually started eating at the craft. That's right.
The break room of food.
No, there's a craft table at every motion picture. They have a nice spread. So I took my plate. I started talking to people. Say, there's a long night shoot we got going on. They said, yeah, I can't wait to get out of here. It was pretty funny. Some of the guys are pretty candid. But then it wasn't. One guy got wind of me, right? The security guy, this big Samoan guy, right? The security guy. But I was on set for 5 hours. Right? So the last waning minutes of the 5th hour, I feel this tap on my shoulder. He says, who are you, sir? I told him the truth. I said, I'm just an interested spectator. Who are you? Well, I'm security. I'm here to escort you off. I said, well, I've seen enough of that to see. So it was pretty fun. So it was a good time. It gave me a good idea of what it's like on a film set and what you can and can do. So it was a good, probably a precursor to my life as it is now.
Yeah, a little glimpse.
A little foreshadowing, I would say, without intending it to be. So
that's awesome.
Yeah, it's great. So the things I've seen on that
we
set
call
was a
that
lot of
dream
fun.
building.
Yeah.
There you go.
So it's fun to be on the set. I mean, it's a good time. It's a lot of work, but it's also very entertaining. It's watching a movie being made and documenting, because I'm documenting the motion picture being made.
Wow.
And it's good. It's interesting. It's fascinating. Even if take after take of the same scene, it's interesting. Each take is different. And you can see the dedication of the crew and the actors and everything everybody goes through. It's amazing.
That's awesome.
It's also amazing that any movie actually gets made, because there's a lot of chaos and a lot of nonsense going around.
It's controlled chaos.
Yes, it is. But it's amazing. It's a dedication to the filmmakers that there's even ever a good movie ever being made, actually, because it's amazing. I mean, it's an amazing process.
A lot of moving parts.
Yes.
That's for sure.
An unimaginably amount of moving parts. Even on the low-budget films I'm on, there's a lot of moving parts.
That's
so,
right.
yeah.
That's right. There's a lot that goes into it.
Oh, yeah,
on
definitely.
every level. Cindy.
First, I have to ask you, what are a handful of some of your favorite obscure movies that people should check out?
Oh,
if they haven't heard. If they haven't
I got a
heard of
lot.
these. Just pick a few favorites.
Pick a few favorites. Let's see.
Yeah.
Off the top of my head, I would say a very obscure one that was released in 1971. It's an Italian-Spanish co-production.
This Italian stuff.
Yeah. It's called The Living Dead at Manchester Morgue. It's a off-the-wall, insane, loony film. The zombies come back to life. How do they come back to life? Is there's this company that's trying to kill insects, right? They vibrate the ground, right? That supposedly kills the insects. That vibration brings the dead back to life. Yeah, it's off the wall. It's insane. I mean,
Please send me a link.
It's a lot of nice early '70s fashions in it, and the whole thing, and
even better.
There you go.
It's very vintage. I mean, it's
Bell bottoms and afros.
Very entertaining. Very entertaining. Want some more?
Sure. Yeah.
One more.
Yeah, one more.
All right. There's this wacky movie called Arrow Beach. Right. It's there's this movie starts off in the most hilarious fashion. You see this guy obviously peeping at, he's playing the role of Peeping Tom. He's peeping at some girls on the beach, right? You see his giant eyeball on the screen and everything else. But it's this movie's so insane. I mean, it's a slasher movie, yet not really, because it's one of those movies where you start laughing also. Because this guy starts getting this obsession with these women, right? He starts killing, typical thing. He starts killing some of the women. But then after a while, this guy, he doesn't know how to properly kill the women, if there's such a thing, right? So,
right. Understandably.
And it stars Stacy Keach, so that's another thing.
There you go.
So there you go. But those are some wacky movies. A really good movie, if you want to see a really serious good movie that nobody's ever seen, is this movie called
Tusk.
No, not Tusk. this movie called Twinkle Twinkle Killer Kane. That's one of the titles. It's also known as The Ninth Configuration. And the guy that wrote The Exorcist, William Peter Blatty, he was a director of this movie.
Huh.
Yeah, it's very good.
Is it scary?
It's not so much scary as a movie that's intriguing and to make you think. I mean, it's like it's like that era's Inception. Actually, it's very good.
Wow.
I mean, it's an incredible film.
That's
It's also,
high praise.
It also stars Stacy Keach. And
Well, you're a Stacy Keach fan. There you
Yes,
go.
I am.
Awesome.
Was it
Yeah.
Twinkle Twinkle what?
Twinkle Twinkle Killer Kane.
Killer Kane.
Yeah, also known as The Ninth Configuration.
Nice.
All right.
Yeah.
We'll make a note of that.
Good
The
recommendation.
movie released in 1978, I believe.
There you go.
Yeah.
Can't beat the classics.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Cool, cool. Prez, your turn.
Yes. Okay.
You have a nice question for Oscar.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
What's your favorite film?
Ooh, that's,
Ever, huh?
That's difficult.
Ever.
That's difficult.
What is
Wow.
numero uno?
That's almost impossible for you to answer because I like so many movies.
Can
Adult
you pick
film.
one that you really like?
Adult film.
That you watched more than 25 times.
Wow. That's I could give you a different number of titles. I mean, let's see. Let's rattle off. Inception is a great one. I love Inception.
Yes.
Yes, that's a beautiful film. I love this movie called Gattaca. You ever seen it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
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 Gattaca is very
I wrote
intelligent
a
science
paper on
fiction.
that.
Yeah. All right. Good
There you
taste.
go.
Is it on Netflix?
I think it is.
Could be on demand. Comcast.
And I even love very mainstream movies like The Empire Strikes Back, which is my favorite Star
Yeah.
Wars film.
Yeah.
That's the best one. Looking forward to the new one also. And I was part of that whole Star Wars thing in Comic-Con. That was fun. The free concert and everything. And
Cool.
it was good covering that at Comic-Con. It was amazing seeing J.J. Abrams and everybody there.
Yeah.
And we have the new Star Wars
Yeah.
that he directed coming up.
Yeah.
Are you excited for that?
Very excited.
Are you gonna camp out in line?
No.
Oh, he's going
What?
in past
what?
line.
Right, that's right. My mistake.
He's just gonna power his
You
way
walk
in.
right in.
I actually interviewed J.J. Abrams. Great guy. Great
awesome.
guy. Fantastic. I mean, he's a guy that's really a fan himself, and he's really, really respectful to the press and fans themselves. So,
Nice.
I have great things to say about him.
Yeah, that's
So,
good
yeah.
when the directors are actually fans themselves.
Yeah,
and so
definitely.
forth. So, what's in store for you? Any upcoming events, award shows you're going to be covering?
I've got let's see. Well, this weekend, I gotta say, a shout out to my people in Trash Film Orgy Productions, otherwise known
Nice
as
title.
TFO.
Orgy.
TFO. They are in charge of the Great Zombie Walk every year.
That's right.
Yeah, they created it way back in 2001. They created the first one, the original one, and these guys have literally the whole zombie walk phenomenon started because of these guys, Sacramento.
That's right.
So, this weekend I'll be covering that. It'll be a lot of fun. I got
You were telling Joe about this to join in.
yeah, it's a good place to
Joe will
network, and
join in.
it's
He will.
It's a lot of fun, and you could get made up as a zombie if you like. You know, walk around the Capitol and
I sweat a lot.
yeah. Last year I took this great shot of thousands of people dressed up as zombies
Just
right in front of
sweat.
the Capitol building. The Capitol building is the back. It looks like a
That's awesome.
pure apocalyptic shot.
Yeah.
It's a great
Right on.
shot. Yeah, it's a favorite shot. And there's a couple of other things got going on. I got another Jennifer Blancpain film coming up called The Lincoln, which I'll be behind the scenes photographer for that. And there's another one coming up called Fembot, which is, I think they might change the title. I don't know.
Fembot?
Yeah, Fembot.
A bot.
Yeah,
In Austin
Fembot.
Powers.
Fembot.
Yeah, that's what I think of too.
Yeah.
I think that's just a
Android.
working title right now. Hopefully, we'll see.
That's cool. Well,
yeah,
that-
and I got SAC Anime coming up in 2 weeks too. Or
Yeah.
I'm the official photographer. Hey.
Hey.
Oh, hey.
Yeah.
Hey, we might try to make it, so
Yeah,
might
please
run
do.
into you
So yeah,
because we're a
I'll
big
be
supporter.
looking for you.
Right on, right on.
Yeah.
Well, Oscar, it's been a pleasure having you. You're
Thank
not
you.
going anywhere.
Oh,
You're just
no,
going
I'm
to kick
not.
back.
Yeah.
But it's always good to catch
I'll
up
be
with
here.
you.
Yeah, there's so much going on.
Always. And you brought all the photography goodness.
Yes.
The tripods.
Yes, sir.
Oh, man. He goes all out, ladies and gentlemen. He never holds back.
Yeah, I
and
gotta
that's
check
why
that
he's
out.
the best dressed photographer on
Thank
the
you.
planet.
All
Cool.
he had to do was shower.
And put a little deodorant.
That's right.
Goes
Just a
a
little
long
bit.
way.
All right.
It goes a long way.
We're going to go ahead and take a quick music break and be back with our second exclusive interview with Perez Francisco, elite hybrid stylist Barber here in studio tonight. Everyone hang tight here on the Slam Show.
Pull up, turn the scraper in a circle with the block one time, trying to see who got purple. Who got purple? I got grapes. Who got purple? I got grapes. Pull up, turn the scraper in a circle with the block one time, trying to see who got purple. Who got purple? I got grapes. Who got purple? I got grapes. Purple in the air and some heme in the scraper. Bring her to the club, cause Maddie gon' take her. I'ma get paper, never be a hater. And if she's 18, I might fuck a 12th grader. Grapes in the swisher, seat way back. System on 30, speakers on black. So much smoke you would think it was a fire. We blew 5 blocks, TJ's a liar. Window half cracked, slouched like a star. This bitch probably never watched cable in the car. Yeah, I'm from the Bay, planet of the apes. Home of the purple kush, home of the grapes. 707, yeah, the hood, riding through Fairfield, blowing on good, Matic. Yeah, I be stunting, all in your hood, and the scraper on buttons. Pull up, turn the scraper in a circle with the block one time, trying to see who got purple. Who got purple? I got grapes. Who got purple? Yeah, I got grapes. Pull up, turn the scraper in a circle with the block one time, trying to see who got purple. Who got purple? I got grapes. Who got purple? I got grapes.
Picture my cream fit like some cocaine. I spit gas like my birth name, propane. Scraper clean, and I'm sitting on some Dana Danes. Thunder zone with a big fat boogie chain. 2 phones, top and bottom grilled out. The way the bay cultivate, you won't see a drought. Man, I got clout. I'm in your mama house, watching 106 in Park, blowing Yurple on the couch. And she got air, like a lobster tail, thick and juicy. Give me that poop. Don't be mad at me, that's just the way it go. Cause when you smoking perp, it'll tell you about a hoe. It'll make you hyphy, it'll make you stunt, might make you get a pump pointed at your gold fronts. We call it kick though. Give me all the grapes, lay it down and let the kitchen towel touch your face.
Pull up, turn the scraper in a circle with the block one time, trying to see who got purple. Who got purple? I got grapes. Who got purple? I got grapes. Pull up, turn the scraper in a circle with the block one time, trying to see who got purple. Who got purple? I got grapes. Who got purple? I got grapes.
You got one, I needed 3 for 20. And if not, you ain't the only one on the block. From Black Hawk to the Black Top, we all want that cannabis club price half off on seats. On mamas, I need that judge. On mamas, don't sell me wood. I promise you, on everything I love, this shit is rare. Look at all the crystals and purple hairs. Oh, by the way, I need a 4-piece of the blue ones. I'm going to Foley's Club, you know I gotta choose some. Freshed up with 7 sprays that'll smell right. I love the smell of white girl, I'm up all night. Chunking at the function meal, do before 2. Come on, you know how babies do. Back to the turf, dancing on me, scrape. We love dirt, but we love the taste of them grapes.
Pull up, turn the scraper in a circle with the block one time, trying to see who got purple.
Sing it, Joe.
Purple. I got grapes. I got purple. I got grapes.
Pull up, turn the scraper in a circle with the block.
And they're not talking about the ones that you could get in the grocery store, that's for sure.
Kool-Aid.
Welcome back here on the Slam Show, and yeah, this show is dedicated to my good friend as passed, Mose Lopez, and yeah, also Man 16's coming out tonight, midnight release. So Joe, we're gonna have to get our game on once again. See if you could defeat me.
Are you going to get it tonight?
Maybe, just depends. But tomorrow for sure. But I don't need to practice when I'm playing with you, so it's no big deal. Just kidding.
He's just being honest. I have, man.
But you're trying. You're trying.
Dude, I could be really good if I just sat there and.
Very true. Very true. You have to do it. Have to do it. Keep this thing competitive.
I'd rather be on the field, honestly.
There you go.
That's my thing.
There you go. All right, guys. We are going into our second exclusive interview, and I have a little video clip of this young lady in action. This was from when?
That was my first barber battle.
There you go. And you have people watching you. I see that like in the background.
Yep.
That made you pretty nervous.
That made me nervous a lot.
And she is just doing some big things here in the Bay Area. I actually DJ'd her past event, and that was off the hook. I have to admit that. And hopefully you get me to do another private gig because I want to do it. That's for sure. So let's have a big round of applause for Prez Francisco, everyone.
Thank you.
How you like the show so far?
It's great. It's funny.
Isn't it? Isn't it? That's what we do
Learning a
here.
lot.
There you go. There you go. So how'd you get into this whole haircutting thing?
Well, I
Or
actually
styling.
started out when I was 12 years old. I took my mom used to babysit all these kids. And so I took one of the girls down the basement and I started cutting her hair.
Mm-hmm.
And her mom loved it so much that she asked me to cut her husband's hair.
Mhm.
So I did. And so he gave me like $5. As a 12-year-old kid, I was actually started making money. And then I did my brother-in-law, and then I did my brother's hair.
Mm-hmm.
And then it went from there, and I knew exactly what I wanted to do. So I went to St. Joseph's Notre Dame in Alameda,
Mhm.
and I went to cosmetology while I was still in high school. So I've been doing hair when I was still in high school, and then from there I just been doing hair ever since.
Wow, you picked up the passion early.
I did, because I'm an artist. I love just working with my hands and creating stuff.
That's dope. That's
Yeah.
dope. So explain to everyone how this whole competitive barber thing works, because obviously we all get our hair done.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, except
Especially
for
Sam.
Yeah, and Oscar.
I said we all get our
So when it comes down to it, it's like there's competitive barbers and stylists going at it. How's that categorized? How does that become judged? Go into that.
So how it started for me was I went to an all-female barber battle last January. It was in Oakland,
Mhm.
the new parish. She's my barber. Instagram, she's my barber. She's a barber. So she basically put this whole thing together, and it's called She's My Barber Battle.
Mm-hmm.
And that was my first time watching all these fierce female barbers battling with each other in terms of doing fades. Like they had the 15-minute fade
Mhm.
category. They had the it was basically they were competing against each other. And one of the women that I really loved a lot was the freestyle. So there was this one woman, her name is Instagram Lady J Cuts, where she was doing all these design on this dude. It was like, wow. And then since then I just started really getting into it, and that's how I started
Doing the competitive stuff.
yeah. So I took classes from barbers. Actually, this year is the first year that I actually been really working with clippers.
Gotcha.
So I'm still, work in progress.
Mhm.
And then so I figured, why not? And that's how I got started. And so freestyle was the category that I've been competing in.
Gotcha.
Ever
Gotcha.
since, yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
See, and that's a good thing because we're getting you right at the cusp of your incredible journey. So when you start getting all these accolades and rewards and awards, you're gonna be freaking like, yeah, we had Prez here on the Slam Show first.
Yeah.
Now, when it comes down to it, obviously you're gaining a lot of experience and so forth. Are you hoping that all this adds up to a different level of competition, say like in LA or around the world?
I haven't really thought about that yet. Really, my goal is going back to education,
Mhm.
and part of the reason why I'm getting back into competing or basically putting myself out there in terms of battling is just mainly for exposure.
Gotcha.
So yesterday was the second battle that I did, and I competed with mostly men, and there was actually there was one woman competing, and most of them were guys, and my model was a female, and most of their models are male. So basically my goal was just to do better than I did the first time, and I did, and I just really relaxed and just really got into it, and I wasn't really worried about whether I was going to win or not, and my goal was just to do it and finish it and do the best I can, which I did. And so now I know exactly what I need to do, and I know what I need to work on.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Cool. I know you have your brand where people could come to you for barber work and hair stuff. Is there anything that you do that stands out that other barbers can't do that you provide?
I'm actually a hairstylist, so I work with all types of hair. I work with long hair, short hair, men's hair. What I do that's different is really when I'm working with the client,
Mhm.
I work with their individual style.
Correct.
And I look at their facial features. I look at how their hair growth patterns. I really work with their texture. So what I love about it is basically I'm creating a look for a person's feature. And to me, to me, it's just like really like, wow, what can I do that will make this person transformed in terms of how they look?
Now, like if you look over to Joe, immediately you already are conjuring up ideas how you're going to go about it, correct?
Well, actually, Joe's haircut's pretty cool.
Oh,
right on, man.
Because I could see his like his shape up. It's clean.
Shout out to Craig, man. He just cut my hair.
So whoever did his hair is really awesome.
He's been doing this he's been cutting my hair since high school.
Yeah.
Started off at $5.
Well,
and we're still at $5.
Well, Craig, you're retired because Joe's going straight to Perez now.
But see, what I would say to Joe, it's like, hey, Joe, that's a really, really cool, awesome hairstyle, you know. But here, if you ever need a backup, here's my card.
Yeah.
There you go.
You know, if you want, yeah. So if your stylist or your barber is not available, here's my card.
Yeah.
There you go. That's the way to do it. Not step on any toes, but just say, hey, I'm around.
Yeah.
Now, when you look at Cindy, there's a thing that comes to mind as well.
Wow, I would love to do Cindy's hair.
Look how long it is.
I know. She's kind of attached to it.
And because it has to be short. It has to go into that short design thing, right?
Not necessarily. I could work with her hair, whether if she wants it long.
Okay.
You know, I would definitely work with her. And what I do is I work with my clients.
Gotcha.
Basically, what they're comfortable with.
They're the
with
one
their
that has to
comfort zone.
wear it.
Exactly. And so, yeah, but let's say when Cindy says, you know, Prez, I want to do something different. It's like, okay, cool.
Mhm.
So what I just tell her, okay, let me do my thing.
Right.
And if she really wants to be transformed into something different,
Right.
I would love to do that.
Now, say for example, and I'm kind of speaking for Cindy on this, she wants to still keep the length and everything,
Yes.
but have sort of like a design that's sort of work friendly.
I'm gonna get a fade.
Get a whole.
See, I would work with Cindy. So
I don't
Cindy,
know if I could do that.
Exactly.
I just got a new job.
I wouldn't do it. I actually wouldn't do it. What I would do is
Get the Sierra cut.
what I would do is I would definitely like give her hair a little bit more movement to it. I do what is called condensed cutting, and what that does is give her more more fullness in the front, and then just kind of frame it around her face. Because
Gotcha.
right now your hair is like all one length, right? What I would do is just kind of sort of make it in a way that is just has a lot more movement to it. That's what I would do, and I would keep it long. You know.
Yeah. See? She has a great vision for you, Cindy.
I
you can't go
think
wrong with her.
I do need some color work though, because
I
it's
would
too
love to
natural. It's too natural right now, and it's bothering me a lot.
She's too
way too natural right
She's
now.
too much of an American girl. She wants to switch up a little bit, get that demonic style going.
Yeah. Well, what I tell my clients, like, you know, bring a picture, and we'll go from there.
Gotcha.
So
and that helps.
That really,
Does it
really
ever come
helps.
out like the picture? In my
Well, what I
case, it
what I
came out
tell
like the
them
picture.
actually, it's like, okay, this is the picture that you're showing me. This person has this hairstyle. Her texture is this way. You know?
Oh, yeah,
And then
yeah.
I tell them, it's like, well, this is the kind of hair that you have. What I would do is I would work with the type of hair that she has, and I would explain to her why I would do it this way.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
And then again, I would also explain, I'm going to cut your hair this way because, you know, you have a really nice oval feature. Right now, I feel like her hair is just one length and it's just kind of flat. What I would do is I would just frame it around your face so that it'll just bring out your beautiful oval features, bring out your eyes, and, you know, that's what I would
Works
do.
for me.
There you go. She's liking all the words you're saying. That's for damn sure. Cool. All right. Let's go ahead and have the crew ask you a few questions. Joe, what do you got for her?
Yeah, I mean, in doing so, what do you have like the most, like when somebody comes in there without a direction? Is that like something you like kind of like better than someone that does have a direction?
Yes, I
And if
do.
somebody does have a direction and you know for a fact that they can have that,
Yeah.
and then they really, really want that, how do you go about that? Like, I know you were kind of explaining it just now, but
Yeah.
if you kind of...
Well, what I would tell them exactly, you know, like if they want this particular haircut, or let's say color, right? And I would tell them, well, you know, your hair can't really do this. And if they keep insisting it, I'd say, well, you know, I'm not really the person for you. I could recommend you to my friend who would work with you, but personally, I would not
You mean
recommend
tolerate?
it. Well, I wouldn't tolerate. I would just
just-
be honest with her.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
I think like people really appreciate honesty.
Of course.
You know, I would say, well, this is not going to work because your hair is this type of texture and blah, blah, blah. But if you're open for some suggestions, I'm definitely would love to work with you on that.
Yeah.
So.
And you ever had like someone where you just didn't see it coming out well, but then you just surprised yourself and just...
Yeah. Well, usually when I have clients just sit in my chair and they just say, okay, Prez, do whatever. Oftentimes I don't really know what I'm doing. Seriously. But that's what's cool about creativity and energy, right? We were talking about energy. Is just basically being in the flow and really just being present. And I'm actually surprised at myself sometimes when all of a sudden the hair turned out amazing. Yeah. Because I had no idea. And I tell my clients, like, oh, my God, this is so awesome. I had no idea what I was doing, and it did. But, again, that comes from creativity, right? And, yeah.
Nice.
And the flow.
And the flow. Awesome.
Cool, cool. Right on. Oscar.
Yes.
Your turn.
Oh, I have a great question for you.
Great.
If you could, if this is, which I'm probably very certain you probably will in the future, who of all the actors, male or female, whose hair would you really like to work on? If you had the possibility, if you could choose anybody, you know who.
Wow. I don't know.
You gave me a stumper out. Yeah. I'm returning you the favor.
Actually, who would I work with? Halle Berry is beautiful. I would love to work with her. Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah.
What kind of cut would you give her?
I love doing now. Like if you look at my Instagram, I do a lot of pixie haircuts. So I would do some pixie haircut or maybe medium length haircut. But she has such a beautiful canvas. Definitely, you could do a lot with her hair, or even something asymmetrical, or something that will just really bring out her. I mean, really, there's not much to do because she's such a beautiful feature and everything. So that.
All right. Well, here's hoping you get your chance.
He also wants to go blonde. He needs your advice.
Let's do it.
When I do the karaoke things, I do a little white snake action,
There you go.
Well, actually, what barbers do is when they do their design, they actually have pencils. They can actually draw stuff on the head. So.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, attention to detail. There you go.
It's like tattooing, but for hair.
Yeah.
Kind of, huh?
That's kind of like what freestyling is when they're doing designs. It's just like a hair tattoo.
Yeah, all my buddies were getting that. I never got into that. They were getting like stars and their name.
And you never wanted any of that?
That was good.
Yeah.
Man, you basic boy. Change it up. Change it up.
Good.
Cindy.
You started doing hair really early.
Yeah.
Did you ever have a disastrous experiment on your own hair? In your youth?
Yes. Well, actually, when I was in cosmetology, I colored my own hair, and then I had my friend permed it.
Oh.
And so, and we left it really long, and we used really small rods, and so my hair was really, really frizzy for I would say like 6 months. Yes, but that was like back then in the 80s where you had big hair.
So it worked out.
It worked out. Okay. No harm done.
Yeah.
No harm, no foul.
I know, huh? What's the favorite color you've ever had your hair?
I don't do a lot with my hair because it's really interesting. I'd rather work with other people's hair than my hair. But when I cut my hair really, really short and platinum blonde. That was really fun. And being blonde, I noticed people treat you differently when you're blonde. So that was,
Good way or bad way?
Good way, actually. You get more attention.
There you go, Cindy.
Yeah.
How's that the saying go? They have more fun?
Something like that.
Blondes have more
fun.
Yeah.
It's kind of true. I wouldn't say fun, but they definitely, I felt like I was treated a lot differently.
Yeah.
There you go.
I have one more question. Has there ever been a situation, because I've had situations where I went to like my boy Craig wasn't there, or my other barber wasn't there, then I had to go to this little Vietnamese lady that, down the street.
Why does it have to be little?
This Vietnamese lady who, she's like, going against what I'm asking for, not really knowing what I'm asking for. and give you a little bit of style. I was like, nah, I don't want style.
That's
Just-
why you need. Like, that's how you get girlfriend.
And I was really like,
Right?
I was pissed. You know what I'm saying? Like, I paid her money and I didn't get what I wanted, but I didn't get to express that. But I'm just, I hold back. But I'm sure that there's people out there that don't hold back.
Yeah.
And my question to you is, has that ever happened? And how'd you
handle it?
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
Like
one
they're
time-
breaking down crying, I'm sure.
Yes.
Like, oh my God.
Yes. One time I had a client who actually, she had long hair and she was really attached to her hair. And the way I cut hair is I make my clients feel comfortable. Well, I say, okay, this is all I'm going to cut.
Yeah.
Right? And so a couple of days later, she called me crying on the phone. I said, oh my God, I can't, my hair is too short, blah, blah, blah. I can't even walk out of the house. And, blah, blah. So what I did was like, I am so sorry that you feel that way. I would love to give you your money back, So I left her a message. She called me back, and gave me her address, and I gave her money back, That's it. And I just apologized, like, I am so sorry that, that
How'd
the
that
haircut
make you
didn't work
feel?
out.
Yeah.
It
Like,
was
did you feel
fine.
you did a good job?
I feel like I did a good job, and the way it made me feel is like, well, I'm just not the person for her.
Right.
I didn't take it personal because I did my best, and I'm sorry that she, didn't like it, and you can't satisfy everyone in this industry.
That's true.
Right.
Chances are she probably has other problem or a different insecurity.
Yeah,
Kind of
has
like
to.
sent her over the edge.
Yes,
You know?
and that's why I was like,
And it's
It's
an
not you.
and it's an experience you went through, and now it comes with the territory that some people will do that.
And sometimes there's people now that it's like, if I don't want to work with them, I kind of sort of, I hate to use the word fire them. I say, I would recommend you to someone else because I don't think this is working, because time is so important, right? I mean, and part of what I'm learning is really valuing myself, that I know what I can do. I know what I'm good at. And I really believe in just valuing yourself and your time.
There you go.
Time is really precious.
Showtime.
Yeah, technically. Right on.
Yeah.
Cool. Before we go on break, I want to talk about your tattoos because you're kind of inked up there.
I know.
What are they and the significance to?
So this is a Filipino. It's a Filipino symbol, but it's more of a Maori tattoo. And this guy Leo Malaya from Oakland did my tattoo. And what's amazing about him was he basically just drew it. And I told him, I'm in a point in my life where I just want to flow. And this is the kind of tattoo that he did for me.
Oh, wow.
And then this one I got, it's
incredible.
Yes.
Prosperity.
Yes, prosperity. Prosperity and happiness. Lakshmi.
Okay.
Yes, Lakshmi. And I just love Lakshmi because to me, it's all about abundance and prosperity.
Yes.
And good health, definitely. And then this one I just recently got.
Yeah, that's the one that Cindy took a picture and Instagrammed it.
Yes, this is actually one of my favorite. I just had it done in July, and it was done by this guy who wrote the book Filipino Tattoos, Ancient to Modern.
Yeah.
And it's a tapping tattoo.
Yeah.
And what
it wasn't
is,
regular standard.
No.
Yeah.
It's how they do it in the Polynesian way and the history of our culture of being Filipinos. Filipinos tattoos was basically part of our culture until the Spaniards and colonization happened. They totally decimated all that.
Yeah.
And so this is a symbol of the python skin, which is in the Philippines, the python or snake are very well revered, even all over the world, like in Africa. Snake
Correct.
is actually a very strong, powerful
Symbol.
symbol, yeah. And then this is the back of the crocodile. And so I was expressing to him that, I'm in a point in my life where I just want things to just be complete. Like everything that I do in my life, I want to be guided by my ancestors. It's not just about me anymore. It's about what is my purpose in life. And I feel like, so when I'm nervous or I'm doubting myself, I just kind of like,
rub it.
okay, yeah. And it's actually, it works because I feel like, why am I afraid? My ancestors are with me.
That's nice.
And so that's what this is.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing I gathered is that you're a very spiritual individual. And I kind of overheard some conversations with you and Joe is that you're very connected with your energies and your aura and so forth. And that's gonna
Tell us about that necklace.
That's right.
You wear.
The Moldavite.
The Moldavite. Well,
So what
this
is
is
that?
a really intense. Not many people can wear a Moldavite, and Moldavite is basically a stone
From a meteorite.
from a meteor. Yeah, and so when people touch it, they're like, "Whoa, it's really intense." But for me, when
Opens you right up.
Exactly. For me, when I hold this, it just kind of just calms me down. It makes me feel grounded. And so.
So you're holding it right now. So you're definitely.
Yes, definitely grounded. And then there's a symbol here. It says dream.
Okay.
So I hold it close to it because I have lots of goals and dreams. And so
Awesome.
that's what this is.
Where was that purchased from?
This one?
Yeah.
I got it. I forgot.
Unknown
no,
source.
actually, no. I got it in Walnut Creek. There's this.
Mystic Dreams.
Yes, Mystic Dreams. There you
yeah,
go.
we went in there.
Yeah, right down the street
Was
from.
it Mystic Dream or was it Mystic Dolphin? At the
The
time?
Mystic Dreams.
Yeah,
And-
on Broadway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I found it and I saw it's like.
I got to get it.
I gotta get it.
Shout out to
There you go.
Luna.
Yeah.
That's my yeah.
She's really awesome. She's cool.
There you go.
So that's a genuine meteorite then?
I think
Or a
so.
piece of a meteorite?
It's not yeah.
Genuine pony.
Wow.
That's different. That's different.
I have to touch it to see what reaction.
Oh
I
yeah.
get. Yeah.
Absolutely.
I'm curious.
Yeah.
There you go.
It's all about energy, like I
Yeah.
said. You know.
Awesome, awesome. Well, we're gonna go ahead and take a quick music break, and we have time to do the vaunted Q&A for you, Perez.
Okay.
10 questions. You don't know what's coming, but be ready here on the Slam Show. Everyone, hang tight.
I'm out of this world, not your run of the millin'. My name is Furrow, I'm the owner of the villain. I'm a stoner and I'm chillin' with two bitches like Jack. I pimps and I mags, drive a Benz on a lack. Man, I've been in the back with the groupies in the stores. I've been out front with the thugs and the guards. I've been on the yard with the Mexican mafia. And I only run with niggas that are killing Dafia. I'm popular, I'm a rap star, but I live like a rock star running from the cop car. I drop bars on slaps that knock hard. And I charge for this dick extra large. I'm sicker than SARS, higher than Mars, and I treat my bitch like an ATM card. I'm in the building and I'm feeling myself. Man, I'm feeling myself. I'm in the building and I'm feeling myself. Man, I'm feeling myself. I'm in the building and I'm feeling myself. Man, I'm feeling myself. I'm in the building and I'm feeling myself. Man, I'm feeling myself. She's in the building and she's feeling herself. She's looking bad, but I'm willing to help. Stop it, baby, you're killing yourself. Come on, I got your back, you can chill in my belt. I'm feeling myself too. Man, just imagine some of the things we can do. You under me under you. Then we can catch the liquor store before 2. We can hit my nigga, go get some shrooms. And if you still wanna kick it, we can go get a room. It won't cost you much, I'm a good buy. Dick on discount, bitch, goodbye. I look like Mr. Frank, fuck for free. No doho, you can't fuck with me. Get the fuck out, bitch, you still in my deal. You're full of shit and I'm feeling myself. I'm in the building and I'm feeling myself. Man, I'm feeling myself. I'm in the building and I'm feeling myself. Man, I'm feeling myself. I'm in the building and I'm feeling myself. Man, I'm feeling myself. I'm in the building and I'm feeling myself. Man, I'm feeling myself.
Yeah, that's a little Mag Dre, the classic there. Feeling myself here on the Slam Show.
Mr. Philly.
That's right. That's right. Now, that is the sound of what we call the vaunted Q&A here on the Slam Show. You gotta love that.
Little John Williams.
That's
yes.
right. Can't beat that,
Yeah.
Oscar. 10 questions that we're gonna ask our special guest, Prez Francisco. Is she ready?
Bring it on.
We're gonna see. All right. I'll kick it off. Number 1. Who is your favorite comedian? Joe looks right at you.
Joe.
That's funny.
Good answer.
Oh, no, but for
I'm
real.
sure you have somebody.
Well, Well, meeting you already, I could see you're really funny.
I'm all right.
Oh, man, that is such a good gesture, but for real.
And I can feel like you're going to go far.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Man, you guys are winning each other over. But for reals, what is your favorite comedian?
What is? What is?
Who is?
My favorite comedian would be Margaret Cho.
Margaret Cho. That's a good one.
Good
Yeah.
choice.
It's hella funny.
Yes, I agree. Cool. Joe.
Is there anything that you wish would come back into fashion?
Bell bottoms. No, I just came to me. Bell bottoms.
Really?
Hey, why not?
Yeah.
Bell bottoms.
Bell bottoms. All right.
With platforms. Because I'm 5 feet tall, make me taller.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's funny.
There's a logic. I love it. Number 3. Have you ever recycled gifts?
Yes.
No.
Consistently,
Honest
right?
answer.
Yes.
Which is Filipino? We do that.
That's right. Just trying to tap into that Filipino
Exactly, you know.
We give out a
I'm
lot of
being
gifts.
real.
We receive a lot of gifts, and we re-gift a lot of gifts.
That's right. And now those return policies, you got to have the receipt, so you can't even fucking exchange it now. It's like, oh, we got to hold on to it.
When I worked at Macy's and Victoria's Secret, I got tore a new one by so many angry customers like that.
They're like, what? You can't take it back?
I'm like, this already went on sale a long
But
time
I
ago.
remember when Mervyn's used to take things. Didn't matter if you had a receipt or not.
Yeah, that was back in the day.
You could take it in 5 years later, as long as you still had the tag. You're all good.
Shoot, over at Ross,
Ross,
you could
yeah.
come in with muddy boots and they'll freaking give you back your money.
I know.
That's how it was back in the day. Now it's like, got to have the receipt and everything. So, yeah, there you go.
Crazy.
Recycle it.
Can you cook? And if you can cook, what is your favorite dish to cook?
Well, when I cook, I usually just cook my food, which is very clean. Like, I don't put any salt or anything like that. I'm not really a good cook, but if I do, chicken.
Nice.
Barbecue chicken.
Chicken adobo.
I don't really do
You
chicken
can't do chicken
because
adobo
it's a
without
lot of
salt. Yeah, you
Exactly.
can't do chicken adobo without salt.
So if I did, I like to grill chicken breast. Oh, that's a lot.
Oh,
of
what if you
salt.
could make like a healthier like Filipino cuisine? Like
That's the invention right there.
Wow.
Actually, you
and
know
still
what?
maintain its tastefulness.
When I did make adobo, I did make it healthy. So I would use the Bragg's.
The vinegar, right?
Yes,
The
and
apple cider vinegar.
Apple cider vinegar, and then the Bragg's, the soy sauce. So
There
it's
you go.
not really salty.
Oh, and you could probably use Himalayan salt too.
I never tried that.
Yeah, it's
before.
really good.
Okay.
And good for you.
Yeah.
Joe's a cook, as we all are figuring out right now. Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Right on. If you had a choice for a movie role, would you rather be a villain or the good guy?
I'd rather be the good guy.
Okay. So.
It's usually villains, right? Villains
Yeah,
come
they
up a
like,
lot.
yeah, I want to be.
That's good.
It's more interesting.
So why good guy?
Because I believe in karma.
Okay.
Okay. So even in a movie
Yeah.
situation, so someone offered you like $10 million to play a villain, you would say no.
Well, if it's $10 million, I'd have to do
I have those $10.
No.
Just for credit, so you can build your resume as Oscar has
Exactly.
supported.
Okay, but for credit, sure, I will.
All right, so there you go.
I think I have the answer
Wise
for this
choice.
one. Oh, that's yours. Well, I think I have the answer for this one.
Okay. What? Number 8? Oh wait, no,
No,
number 6. You're number 6. I just said.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
go.
Would you go to space?
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
A heartbeat.
I would. Why not?
Okay.
Yeah.
There you go.
Nice.
Any particular planet?
Mars.
Cultivate
Or
that. mother-
Pluto.
Pluto.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Or Uranus.
Pronounce Uranus.
That's not much better.
Uranus.
Number 7.
It sounds like a French way of saying it.
For the
Uranus.
impending zombie apocalypse, what would be your weapon of choice? You like that one, Oscar?
That's a great one.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
A shotgun.
Oh.
No, actually, I'm sorry. I take that back.
Think about it. Make
Okay.
sure. Zombie apocalypse.
The automatic gun.
Okay.
I don't know anything
You're-
about guns, but it had to be automatic.
Okay, so you're with
with
a gun.
lots of bullets and
In my jam.
you know.
Okay.
That's what I would do.
So you just want to
And-
be from afar,
Yep.
do your thing.
Some
Okay.
Rambo.
Exactly.
Some
Yes.
50 cows.
Yeah, because some of our guests would answer like a spear or something where they could just guarantee contact and not have things jam. As
hell
Joe,
no.
Spear is
Sorry,
a difficult instrument.
Nobody ever says flamethrower.
Because that goes out too. That's very dangerous to have.
Yeah, you'd run out of fuel there.
You'd run out of zombies. Problem solved.
Well, the zombies would be running after you.
See, that's the thing.
Grenade, actually.
If the apocalypse went down right now, I have to fucking find a flamethrower for Cindy because she ain't using anything else. Sam, you guys are on your own. I need a flamethrower.
Well, see, if the apocalypse happened right now,
Mhm.
I don't want to be around.
Yeah, exactly. Who wants to
know?
live through that?
Exactly. I would
I'd
just
be
be like,
when you're dead, you
I'd
won't
have a
care.
good time.
It's just the whole vibe of it. It's just awesome.
That's awesome.
Cool.
Hotels. Are you picky? And what kind of amenities do you prefer?
Hotels?
And what? Yeah.
What type of hotels I want to stay in, you're saying?
No, like yeah, that too. Like, and then also, are you like picky? And what kind of amenities like do you look for in a hotel?
Shampoos and conditioners and lotions.
There you go.
So very basic. You don't need much to
As
be
long
comfortable.
as it's clean. I would
Okay.
say the Marriott
Gotcha.
or, yeah.
Motel 6?
No Hotel 6.
The Ritz Carlton.
The Ritz, yes. The
So
Ritz-
5 star.
The W.
It has to be
4
5
star.
The W.
Yes.
Not 2
W is the
star.
place to go.
Not 2
Yeah.
star.
Yeah.
I used to go there a lot.
Yeah, it has to have a gym, actually.
I never stayed there.
W in LA. Ooh, that's the place to go.
What place?
The W in LA.
That's right.
Oh yeah.
Man,
You
that's
show
that
up
haunted?
suited and
it's
booted.
nice. What?
It's haunted, isn't it? The
No,
W?
you're thinking of the Hotel Roosevelt.
That's right.
Yeah.
We could go into that a little
Yeah.
later.
Oh yeah.
That's pretty
I would stay there.
Haunted hotel?
If you really
Yeah.
want to stay in a haunted hotel in LA, it's this place called the Hotel Cecil, and there's a lot of stories I could tell you about that.
Yeah.
place. I mean, it's a
It just
pretty-
sounds horrible.
Have
it's
you
a
stayed?
pretty creepy. There's a number of genuine serial killers stayed there actually.
Wow.
And the latest incident was this poor Japanese tourist, this woman, right? There's this footage of her. She's disoriented in the elevator.
Yeah,
I
I saw that.
on-
Yeah.
happened. That's the Hotel
And there was,
Cecil.
yeah,
Yeah,
the
and
whole
there's just-
possession thing. Yeah.
And she ended up, her body ended up in the water tower of the
yeah.
Hotel
Oh
Cecil.
my God,
Nobody
that's-
could figure it
yeah.
out.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, I stayed there. It was
Interesting.
very, very creepy place.
Really?
Yeah, I
You
stayed
said-
there before I found out about the reputation of the place.
Yeah, that kind of helps your psyche.
Yeah.
Like right now, oh, have some
Wow,
second
that's
thoughts.
actually-
I knew it was a kind of a
Sketchy place.
questionable place when I took the elevator and someone threw up in the elevator. I thought, okay, this is nice.
Yeah, that was the whole exorcism head
Reminds me-
spinning thing.
Reminds me of that room 409, was it?
Oh,
408.
1408.
Yeah.
1408.
Yeah.
I saw that. I saw that.
It's a really good movie.
Yeah, that's
I
what
liked
Samuel L.
it.
Jackson. Yeah.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
What is it about?
It's a whole.
It's about this guy. It's
He's
John
just in-
Cusack.
Yeah, he's just in one. He's like a writer, and he's just in this.
Yeah, it's
room.
pretty warped. You'll like it.
It's pretty
It's a
good.
good movie, yeah.
Number 9. If you could retire tomorrow, what would you do?
I travel around the world,
Nice.
and because my partner loves to play golf,
Mhm.
we would travel around the world, play golf.
There you go.
Oh, nice.
Do you play golf?
Yes.
Okay.
I do.
Wow.
Do you play golf, Joe?
No. I definitely need to learn.
Actually, golf is really good because it
yeah.
really just helps you to focus and relax, and it's really about challenging yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you're
wouldn't-
competing with yourself.
I wouldn't do it with that reason. The reason is I heard that most business deals are made on the golf course.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh,
That too.
absolutely.
Yeah.
It's like a status thing
Yeah.
more than actually like caring about
I
being
covered
good
some
at golf.
golf tournaments and photographed them, and yeah, there's deals.
Hopping over the fence and shit like that.
Yeah, well, in between
He was a
photographs,
caddy.
between taking pictures, I actually run around on the golf carts and have a good time. It's fun.
Start doing wheelies and donuts and shit.
Well, what's cool about golf is where can you drink and drive?
There you go.
That's true.
I
That's
mean,
it.
not that I drink, but a lot.
Well,
but,
if you don't care, you can do that
Mississippi.
anywhere. if you really don't care, you can do that anywhere.
well, especially when they have the cart girl, drive around and
There you
hey,
go.
You want something to drink?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
Just get hammered. Perfect. Cool. Close it out, Joe.
Which one event has had the biggest impact on yourself?
Event.
Yeah, like an event in your life that had the most impact.
When a girlfriend broke up with me,
Aww.
and that's when I totally cut off all my hair, bleach it platinum blonde,
Wow.
And started having more fun.
and having more fun.
There you go.
And got a tattoo.
Oh wow!
Which tattoo?
Actually, this little tattoo here.
Okay. Then you
Yeah.
start building everything around that. Gotcha.
Yes.
All right. Well, that's what happens. We all go through it. Breakup changes you.
It's a crucible.
There you go. All right. Congratulations. You survived the vaunted Q&A, Prez.
Thank you.
Nicely done.
See, usually we have a little bit more racy one, but we want to keep your reputation intact. Since you're escalating on the competitive barber end, we don't want to compromise that at this point. Maybe on your return visit, we'll do the rated X one.
Okay.
There you go. There you go. All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and close out the show with the shouts and plugs, beginning with the Joe Timer.
Joe Timer. Oh, we got Joe Timer. Yeah, man. Just shout out to everybody in the studio, Slam. You know, just always just hosting an awesome show and just bringing amazing guests as we have here as well, as always. Perez, really just shout out to you. I'm glad you're doing what you're doing what you love, and you're breaking into a whole new level and field in the career that you do. And I wish you much success. And I know you just picked up the Clippers, but I know you're a natural, and it'll definitely just come naturally for you to just take off to the next level. It's going to be cool.
Thank
You're
you.
inspiring other people to be a part of, especially women, empowering that on that side where barbers are usually, obviously, predominantly male.
Yep.
And Sid, always fantastic. Love that shirt. Go Niners. Looking forward to the actual season.
It says 49ers fans are great kissers. For those of you that can't see on the camera. That's what it says, yeah.
Are great kissers. You hear that, ladies? No, I'm just kidding. And my boy Oscar, man, looking forward to doing some work with you. Hopefully, you know, just
You got to do that handshake thing, man.
Creepy handshake.
It's gonna be weird. Do that to like a friend of yours. It's gonna be. It's fun.
Yeah.
But don't do it with a guy with that doesn't have a thumb. That'd be awkward. But yeah, man, just you know, just really kudos to everything that you got going on. And,
Thank you.
You know, looking forward to seeing any of the photography photos that you've already taken. So
Thank you.
I'm really open to that. And yeah, thank you for being a part. Everybody that's tuning in, man. Shout out to DJ Arsky, Metal By, everybody that's in the chat room, man. Shout out to you guys. Just everybody that's watching, keep tuning in. If you want to see me performing, I got a few things coming up. A lot of the dates have changed, so just stay tuned. Just follow me on Instagram, Joe_time or /Joe Time Comedy. Also, one more shout out for the Ohlone Community College in Fremont. Check that out, September 2nd. It's Wednesday. You'll have Lawrence, who was on here. You can check out the last episode, see what he's all about. And again, I'll be putting the link on my Facebook, so if you are following me, you can see that. And again, you can follow Cam Pellerin on her Instagram and check out her GoFundMe. And help her get her dream to travel to Miami, get to nationals.
Well said. Well said. Oscar.
Yes. Oh, I got to keep this short, I guess. First of all, a big shout out and big thank you for everybody on the Slam Show. It's always a pleasure to be here. I'm always speechless. Not so much speechless, but it's always great. I'm always wonderfully flattered when I'm here. So it's incredible. So thank you. Thank you to the crew. It's incredible. I always have a good time here. But more to come here. Hour of the Compassionate Wolf every Monday starting at 10 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. It is my show basically that explores the music of film, television, and video games, along with some of my stories as a red carpet photographer, behind-the-scenes photographer, and all the other adventures I have in my life, which some are amusing, some of them are tragic, but they will always be interesting. So these stories are funny. I can hardly believe I live them myself. I myself also. Yeah, exactly. But a special shout out to the next premiere I'm doing is a film I also worked on, The Martial Arts Kid. It's a fun motion picture. I want to thank Don the Dragon Wilson for being a part of the motion picture.
Oh, shoot, really?
Yeah. He's a star of the motion picture. So
he's been around.
Yeah. There's a premiere in 2 weeks. I'm going to be part of that. It's part of the Burbank Film Festival, and that's what kicks off
Credible
Burbank
access.
Film Festival. Yeah.
No, no crashing.
Well, I was behind the scenes photographer on that motion picture too. So we're premiering that motion picture in 2 weeks in Burbank. So I'm looking forward to that one again.
City in Burbank.
Yeah, City of Burbank. I'm looking forward to seeing my credits on there.
There you go.
Also.
Joe, you're gonna try and make it
to Burbank.
Burbank's a great place. I love Burbank.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's one of
2 weeks.
Yeah, in 2 weeks.
Hey, you know, I don't know what life has for me. If that's the case, I'm there.
It's the 12th of September for anybody that's interested. Burbank Film Festival. You'll see me, yours truly, on the red carpet, shooting, and also probably walking and slipping some masks on with some of the starlets. That's always fun.
There you go. The Punisher mask.
Yeah, the
right?
Punisher mask. That's a trademark I always have on the red carpet. I put on the mask every once in a while just to make it a little amusing.
With a tie?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Nice.
And sometimes I bring some prop guns too, which is always interesting on a red carpet.
Yeah. He has a gun.
Which makes people know already. So it was always fun. Of course, I want to thank the Ziffs also for having such faith and supporting me so much over the years too. So what can I say? I mean, amazing.
Mm-hmm.
And that's, I think, and what else? Oh, read my columns in Examiner.com.
Mm-hmm.
Also, in the Blush, I'm also a columnist there, and also Entertainment Newsline also.
Wow.
So yeah, I'm a writer also.
That's incredible.
And next time I'm on here, there's a secret project that I'll probably be able to get into.
Yeah.
It's very exciting.
I know about it, but I can't see it.
Yeah, well, you don't know about the other one too. There's another one too, which is
tell me, I'll reveal it.
Which is major, actually.
Okay.
Which is exciting for me too. It's an entirely new credit I'll be getting. And
That's awesome.
Yeah, it involves writing actually for a motion picture.
So you're Channing Tatum's butt double? Like 3?
That's funny.
Interesting gentleman, I photographed them.
That's awesome. Thank you, Oscar. Cindy.
You're welcome.
All right. Thank you, guests. You've been awesome. Joe, Sam, thank you. Thanks for the word, Arsky. You hope you staying out of trouble. Not really, but
yeah.
Still fighting that sleep, man.
I know,
Keep
right?
the fight alive.
Fuck sleep. Right? Thanks to Aaron over at Little J's.
Yes, thank you
for feeding us this week. That's here in Pittsburgh. Check him out, and to see the rest of our sponsors, please go to tvepn.com.
Nice, well said.
Nice.
Prez, close it out.
Yes, this was really fun. Thank you for having me be here.
Well, we're glad that you're here with us.
Thank you. Just want to say, please follow me on Prez Inc. _hair.
There you go.
There's going to be an online female barber battle that I am going to be posting my work on October 16th. So I would love you guys' vote. And so Prez Inc. _hair.
Okay.
And that's it.
All right. No family or anyone significant to...
I want to thank my wife, Sonia, and
There you
my
go.
family in Vallejo. They all live in Vallejo.
Yeah.
And
Vallejo in the house.
The VALLEJO.
And also for Tina Puck the Bar, who basically introduced us together.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Tina, thank you.
Tina.
Yeah.
Yes.
Tina.
Yeah, we don't want to leave those very important people out.
And Jane, Tina and Jane.
That's right.
Yes.
They're gonna text us and like, hey, I saw a show. You guys didn't say anything. Get that all the time. It's not that we're ignoring people. It's just there's so much that goes on that
Exactly.
unless we make notes of it.
Yes.
Yeah, and I try to
But
make
what do you
notes,
mean, I
but
know?
it doesn't really freaking matter.
Yeah, and you have very limited time too. So.
Yes, and as a podcaster about
Exactly.
time limitations.
Yeah, I often complain that my show goes by quickly.
There you go.
So.
There you go. Love it. Love it. Well, thank you, Perez.
Thank you.
All right. I'd like to thank my entire crew. Joe, Cindy, as always, hold it down magnificently. Our special guests, Perez, Oscar, you guys are awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And we're going to have you guys back again. Should have this whole, unified duo. 6 months from now, you guys come back on with new stories and so
There
forth.
you go.
I'd like to thank that everyone that's in the chat room. So many people.
Yeah.
So many people there just interacting, giving their opinions on all the discussion points and so forth. Everyone's wishing everyone the best of luck
Nice.
in the endeavors that you guys are doing. And, just continue your successes. And that's going to be what we're going to aim for.
Always.
Always.
Yeah.
Always. And be sure to like our Facebook page and follow us on Twitter and Instagram, our individual accounts. All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and close it out. So for myself and everyone here, we'll see you next week.
Peace.
Peace.
Man, I'm through fucking around. You niggas keep on, you gon' be ducking some rounds. I'm rushing the mound. Bitch then hit me with a pitch. He a snitch and he walk with a switch. He in a band that sing for the cops. Him and his mans, they cleaning up shop. Undercover concert promoter. Ricky Schroeder trying to turn somebody over. Put that EP finger up. You stoley, don't tattletale. The #1 rulie. You the jumpers, the boys, the people.